So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 80 Today, I'm joined with national team football, a fellow international correspondent, and an international expert, maybe even more of an expert than I am. So
yeah, I am. I am from every country in the world.
Yeah, as your profile picture suggests. So I think it's good to have you on, man. It's good to have you on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This will be a huge stream, guys. We're going to go through all the confederations. So we'll start. We're going to go through Concacaf, AFC, CAF, Conmebol, UEFA. So we're going to do things alphabetical order. And we're going to go through, we're going to start with AFC first. And because we're going through all the confederations, guys, we're not going to be able to spend time on a lot. We're not going to be able to spend time on a lot of the matches because that'll take too long. Because I want to keep this to around an hour to hour 30 minutes. You know, because I know you guys. I think it's a good stream length, you know. So without further ado, guys, remember, guys, to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Of course, I'll leave a link to National Teams Football YouTube channel in the description below. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're going to go ahead and start. So let me just share my screen right here. And also, I'll put times in the description below, guys. Don't worry. There will be time segments as well, banners. So let me create the first banner here. So AFC. All right. So we have our first confederation. I'm gonna read your comments after we finish the confederation, by the way, guys. So Group A, we have Qatar first, Kuwait second, India third, Afghanistan last. I mean, this is kind of what I expected. I'm not too surprised. Obviously, for me, the main battle is always going to be between Kuwait and India for that second place spot. And right now, Kuwait have the edge just by goal difference. Although Kuwait haven't played Qatar yet, so we got to keep that in mind. So what's your thoughts on this group, National Football?
Yeah, I mean, it's very straightforward. Qatar are comfortably the best. Afghanistan are comfortably the worst. Kuwait and India are quite even, but I would still fancy Kuwait over India by a pretty high margin.
Well, I'm interested. I'm kind of surprised you're saying that because India did win away at Kuwait, though, and I think that's a huge 3 points.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I still think it's ill-advised to base too much on one game. I think Kuwait will bounce back and get at least hold Qatar to a draw at home. So I do fancy Kuwait to still finish in second.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the work is cut out for them because now they have to do the double over Afghanistan and get something against Qatar and hope that India don't get something. Right, so it's going to be interesting. Sorry, did I cut you off there?
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't really watch the game. Do you know, was India dominant against Kuwait or was it a fluke win?
I didn't actually really watch that game. Unfortunately, I was kind of busy that time. Let's look at the stats though. The stats will give us a good indication. I know stats not really the fair way to portray, but unfortunately, we don't have the stats here. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments how the game went. So, yeah, India scored a late goal, and then Manveer Singh the 75th minute. I heard India were pretty good in the game. I heard they were dominant from what I read online.
Maybe I underestimate them a bit, but we will see.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Interesting. The Group B, this also is pretty interesting. We have Japan first, and then North Korea second, Syria third, Myanmar last. I think we all know this is kind of like the same as Group A, where we have one team that's so dominant, one team that's so bad, and then we have a team we're having like a battle for that second place spot between two teams around the same level.
Yeah, I agree fully, and it's gonna be interesting to see where North Korea stand because I believe they withdrew from the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and I just think that because the thing is with North Korea is that I feel like their defense is really solid, and that is something Syria I don't think are really that great defensively. So Syria have to be a lot better going. Syria have to outscore the opponent. You know, North Korea I think could hold teams. They don't concede a lot of goals. So, but yeah, I would still say Syria should get the job done. I would still fancy him to get second place, but I don't know, man. Like this is a close one. It's not easy, man. It's not straightforward.
I mean, Syria did win at home, which might be crucial, but at the same time, I don't think North Korea will lose 5-0 at home to Japan like Syria did. So if it comes down to goal difference, I think North Korea will edge them out.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's move on to Group C, man. Group C. Moving on to Group C, we have here is South Korea, Thailand, China, Singapore. For me, South Korea should definitely, they're definitely the best team in the group. And Singapore, probably the worst team. And so for that second place between Thailand and China. And I mean, that win China got on the road against Thailand could be very crucial.
Yeah, definitely could. I mean, well, yeah, with that result, they are now the clear favorites to advance along with South Korea. But I mean, yeah, Thailand did get a road win against Singapore, but I mean, China are stronger than Singapore, so you can't really read too much into it.
Yeah, I think I originally went with China, and I'm gonna stick with China, even though they're third right now. I think China will edge for that second place, especially given the fact that they won that away game. I think that's gonna be so crucial, you know. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to yeah. Which team do you have in second place, Thailand or China? You're still gonna go with China, right?
Well, yeah, that away win is just. I think it's gonna be crucial.
Yeah. All right, Group D, we have Malaysia, Oman, Kyrgyzstan, Chinese Taipei. Wow. This is interesting though, because I did not expect Malaysia to be top of this group after match day 2. I expected Oman, and Oman is right now in second place. So it's interesting because I think we all know Chinese Taipei is going to finish bottom. I think that's very obvious.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of because 2 teams will progress from this group. So that's going to be interesting, man. And Kyrgyzstan did that crazy comeback. I think I forgot which team was it against. I think it was against Malaysia, right? Yeah, I think it was against Malaysia.
No, it was Malaysia. Malaysia did the crazy comeback.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Thank you for correcting me. Malaysia did the comeback. So that's a huge win there. I'm gonna still say Oman first, and then I think I went with Malaysia second. I think in my original predictions.
I'm gonna, despite the current standings, I agree with you that Oman will top it. I think their loss to Kyrgyzstan was a fluke. I think they'll sober up now and get their act together.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kyrgyzstan. The reason Malaysia are on 6 points is because of the miraculous comeback against Kyrgyzstan. But I mean, they've had a very favorable match schedule early on. So I think that Oman and Kyrgyzstan will advance ahead of Malaysia by the skin of their teeth. But it's going to be really close.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I think this is for me, this is definitely one of the groups to look out for. Right, Group D, I think this could be a very interesting group. So because you could see like there's 3 teams around like kind of all like would you say like all 3 of these teams are around the same level?
No, I think Oman are one tier above Malaysia and Kyrgyzstan, but Malaysia and Kyrgyzstan are at the same level, and Chinese Taipei is below both of them.
Well, yeah, I would even though Oman is like better than Malaysia and Kyrgyzstan, I would say, but I don't think Oman's like way better. You know, I feel like they're not significantly better, right?
Well, yeah, of course, yeah, they're not at the level of the Japans and South Koreas and Irans of Asia.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on to Group E. Wow, Uzbekistan, man, they got a big they did that crazy comeback against Iran after being 2-0 down.
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't call it crazy, but it was definitely solid. It was at home though, and Uzbekistan. I mean, I would actually, expect them to get a draw against Iran at home. So the fact that they were ever down 2-0 is should make Uzbekistan a bit disappointed, but they did get the point, which is what counts.
Yeah. I still say Iran is definitely the best team in this group by a long stretch. I feel like they're way too good, and I feel like they're gonna win the home game. Like that's gonna be the important thing. Now, as for second, second is interesting. I think second is tough to call.
For me, it's pretty obvious. I think it's going to be Uzbekistan.
Yeah, I mean, I would still say Uzbekistan, but like I'm not like 100% confident.
I mean, they've already beaten Turkmenistan away. I think
That's true.
Iran will top it with Uzbekistan narrowly in second, and then it's going to be a big drop to Turkmenistan and Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with you. It's just that I think this will be a lot close. I don't think this will be as straightforward as people make it out to be for that second place. So yeah, I think Group F, man, Group F. This is one of the group of deaths in my opinion, and wow, this is absolutely insane. Iraq on top of the group, which is to be expected, and for that second place to fourth, man, wow, Viet, and Iraq got a huge away win and think of Vietnam, I think.
Oh wow, yeah,
So
97th minute winner.
yeah, late winner, man. So, who do you have for that second place? Because I think we can all agree Iraq will top the group. Because I originally went with Indonesia as an upset. Am I really that confident anymore with that pick? I don't know. It's kind of looking bad. Their goal defense is bad.
I mean, Indonesia are probably, you could say that they're actually the biggest underperformers in all of Asia. They have amazing football tradition, played at a World Cup in 1938, but they're just completely and have like 200 million population or something, but they still never qualify for anything. Hardly ever even the Asian Cup. It's just tragic. But yeah, Iraq will win it. I expect Vietnam to finish in second.
Yeah, Iraq. Yeah. I mean, right now Vietnam is probably the favorites to finish second, I would say.
Yeah, I think it would even have been fairer to fancy them to top the group, because I believe they made it to the final World Cup qualifying round last time.
Yeah, I believe they did. Yeah, you're right.
I think maybe Iraq did so as well, though.
Yeah, I think Iraq did as well too. I think both of them did. So, yeah. All right, and then Philippines, Indonesia. Yeah, I think right now I originally picked with Indonesia, but I might change. I think I'm going to change to Vietnam right now. But like I said, though, there's still 4 games to go, so anything is still possible.
Yeah, it's not looking promising, but if you nailed that upset prediction, it would be one hell of a prediction.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one. Saudi Arabia first, Tajikistan second, Jordan third, Pakistan last. Yeah, well, obviously we know Pakistan and Saudi Arabia were going to finish first and fourth respectively. That was obvious. Yeah. It was always going to be between that second and third place, Tajikistan versus Jordan. Tajikistan, man, they were doing it, man, so far.
Yeah, their point tally is a bit inflated though, because they've played against Pakistan. I do think that Jordan will sort it out and ultimately finish in second. They picked up a really crucial late equalizer away against Tajikistan, and I definitely fancy Jordan to win the home game.
Yeah, I think I would agree as well. And it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting because there's a certain someone that is a big Tajikistan fan. So
FB7 Games. My name is also Sebastian, and I'm also Swedish. So you did direct that at me, whether you liked it or not.
I don't think it was to you direct. I think it was to other Sebastian.
Yeah, I mean he is right though. Sweden are trash. I can't really be mad at that. It's just true.
All right, let's move on to Group H. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think Jordan will still get that second place. That draw away is going to be crucial. Second place, the Group H, we have this group, and for me, I feel like this group is. I mean, United Emirates are they're too strong, man. They got a huge away win at Bahrain, 2-0 away win. That's huge. They're going to definitely top the group. Nepal will come last, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So for second place, I'd still say Bahrain should get second.
Yeah, definitely. They've already beaten Yemen away. I mean, Yemen has. I mean, Yemen's only win is against Nepal, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. All right, and the Group I, guys, the final group we have here: Australia on top, as to be expected. Bangladesh last with 1 point. Lebanon, Palestine. Unfortunately, even as a Bangladeshi fan, I don't think we're gonna get second. I would I would love to get second in this group, but it's just going to be very difficult, especially with that thrashing we got against Australia. We are basically fudged.
Yeah.
In terms of goal difference. Now we did get a draw against Lebanon at home, coming from behind, and there was that young kid. I forgot his name. He equalized, scored an amazing goal. So that was a fantastic goal.
If Bangladesh play against the United States at the World Cup, who would you support?
That's a difficult one. I'd probably support Bangladesh since my family is Bangladeshi descent, but let's be real, USA would probably win. So
it's good. Stay true to your roots.
Yeah. So who do you have in second place? Because let's be real, it's realistically between Lebanon and Palestine. Bangladesh is not going to do it, man.
Yeah, I think Lebanon will beat themselves for not finding a goal at home against Palestine. So I think Palestine will, that away draw versus Lebanon will enable Palestine to finish in second.
Yeah, I think Palestine might be in a better position because, as you said, Lebanon didn't win at home. So, and also Lebanon didn't beat Bangladesh on the road, which they were probably expected to, and they were also leading as well. So, but also you can also say some ways they got lucky with the draw because Bangladesh had a lot of chances to score in that game. So, I guess it works both ways. But yeah, I think the thing is, like, I think whichever team can get a draw against Australia could have that second place. Do you think it could come down to whichever team gets a point against Australia?
Well, I expect Australia to sweep this group, but Australia play at home against Palestine on the final match day, which by the time of that, Australia will definitely already have confirmed qualification. So maybe Palestine can stall a 0-0 draw away. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think it's gonna be close, man, between Lebanon and Palestine. I think I originally went with Lebanon as my original prediction, but I think I might have to go with. I think Palestine might be in a better position now, as you said earlier. They got that away draw, so yeah. Anyways, let's go read some of your guys' comments. Some of your guys' comments aren't really related to the topic, so I'm not read those out loud. I'll only read the comments that are relevant for this confederation. So let me read what you guys are saying here. So Bulgaria says okay. Liquid After Do says hello, hi. Captain Falcon Main 65 says hi. Even OFC. Well, unfortunately, I don't think there was no competitive games in OFC, right?
I don't think so. There aren't really enough teams to go around.
So, yeah. It's nothing against OFC. It's just there's no competitive games. And by the way, we're only talking about competitive games here in the stream. We're not going to discuss friendlies and other stuff because, honestly, I don't really care about friendlies. Right. Hello. We lost 3-0. We'll get to that in a bit later. We're going to discuss about Concacaf later, so I'll look at that later. I need to see Qatar perform out of AFC. Yeah. All right. Master says hi. Look at FootMob for stats. FootMob doesn't have stats for this, man. I already checked there. I think Syria should win. I picked Kuwait, but India didn't surprise me too much. Syria will be happy to have Myanmar next. Bulgarian Mapping says, Thailand will top China. I don't care. Wow. So you're still going Thailand. Okay, bro. We lost 3-0 too. Holla, 80s. Oh, man. FB7. Thank you for joining. I said China would get second, but I'm mad at that take. Never mind. People laugh at me for saying North Korea would compete, and two of them laughers are right here in the chat. We said definitely not me. Now Malaysia will go through. Like I said, Oman and Malaysia. I said that too, I think. Many laughed at me when I said India would get second. One of those people are here in the chat right now. Need Kai White to talk us through the Tajikistan golden generation. Where's Kai White, man?
I've heard they have a player who plays in the Estonian third tier. He's really promising.
Oh, man. That's crazy. The golden generation.
Is Kai here?
I don't think he is. Oh, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, man, that's insane. I need to start that, man. I need to start that. After this stream, we got to tell them about this. Although, Pookie, no one did come down low. You did. Oman and Malaysia. All right. Kool-Aid said, "Let me join." This is international review, man. We're going through all the confederations. I've already got a guest for today, so I'm not gonna have any more guests. All right. Yeah, we're just going international football. So why would you want to be on here if you're tired of international football?
He wants to crash the stream so it ends.
Sebastian say AFC is so boring. Everyone knows the top nations are going to qualify. Nah, I don't. Nah, come on, man. Come on. Like these qualifiers, like there's going to be some upsets, man.
For once, I actually agree with Sebastian. You don't really see any new teams qualify from Asia at the World Cup. It's really rare.
I guess that's true, but I don't think all the groups will go straightforward. I feel like there's going to be some upsets. But yeah, I mean, I guess that you do have somewhat of a point there. I think Philippines gets second. Oh, jeez. I think Indonesia were pot 4, to be fair. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm not going to read that loud. International football is boring. Okay. All right. Sweden's so bad. Okay, we'll talk about that later. All right. Let's go, Jordan, Pookie says. Because you made fun of the most entertaining confederation in the world. I'm sorry. AFC is not the most entertaining. I think, actually, which would you say is the most entertaining confederation?
Probably probably UEFA, but I mean, there's definitely a case for Conmebol as well.
Yeah. I think it's between Conmebol and UEFA. I don't think it's any other confederations.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a league of their own.
Yeah. I'd probably say Conmebol right now, since the qualifier has been really exciting, dramatic, really crazy results have been happening, which we'll get onto later, by the way. Yeah. Well, Junior clearly watching Sebastian's. Because it's crap. AFC's boy always been safe team make it. All right. Leave my country. Okay. Leave the best confederation in the world alone, then. Yeah, be respectful, bro. All right. MB Senegal is the United States won, Bangladesh won, and World Cup 2026. Run back of Bangladesh 6-0. United States is so bad that we're, especially on the road, we would probably find a way to lose to Bangladesh.
Yeah, I mean, Dhaka really is a fortress. I mean, it's up there with Hampton Park and Anfield. You don't want to play in Dhaka on a rainy Thursday afternoon.
Oh man, Australia cruising. All right, Australia, respect Australia. Sebastian says Bangladesh is going to win the World Cup. Dude, if we ever somehow win the World Cup, I will be incredibly shameless, and I'll go crazy. Like, I will be insane. I'll be drinking so much. I'll be drinking a lot. So that'll be crazy.
Maybe the Cricket World Cup.
Yeah. And I don't even usually drink at all, so it'd be extremely crazy. Palestine played very well against Australia yesterday. They were robbed of a last-minute penalty. I see. I picked Palestine get second. Patrick Mealy says, I feel so excited for Malaysia winning 2 out of 2 and USA in the Copa America. Congrats, Patrick Mealy. Papua New Guinea versus Fiji. That match happened? Not aware of that. Or if it did happen, we're not going to discuss friendlies, man. All right, so a lot of crazy stuff is going on in the chat. Okay, I don't want to get too political, but okay. Actually, okay, I don't want to read this a lot. Actually, do you think I can read this?
Wasn't Kim Jong-un in charge in 2010, or was that his dad still then?
I don't know, man. He's the only North Korean leader to be in office last seen their country World Cup.
No, that can't be right. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Where in the other confederations do you see Malaysia go from 3-1 down to Kyrgyzstan to win 4-3? So, oh man, if USA can beat Iran in the Middle East, then Bangladesh away is a walk in the park. All right. I think that's enough on AFC, man. I think we discussed a little too much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and. Oh, sorry, what do you
say? What's next? CAF?
Yeah, CAF, man. CAF is next. All right. So I think we're at 24 minutes, 56. All right. Wow, there's been a lot of upsets in the CAF Confederation, guys. This is actually crazy. So let's start with Group A. So Group A is going as we kind of expect. I mean, it's kind of not too surprising here. Egypt first, Burkina Faso second, Guinea-Bissau third, Sierra Leone fourth, Ethiopia fifth, and Djibouti last. So, I mean, pretty straightforward, would you say, right?
Yeah, exactly the order you'd expect. And it was Salah scored 4 against Djibouti, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Salah, man. He needs to win an AFCON, man. He needs to win an AFCON.
Hasn't he? Oh wait, never mind. Egypt lost against Senegal, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost 2 finals. So, yeah, I'm kind of a bit surprised though. Wait, which team did Burkina Faso tie against though? I forgot. Let me check. Because I'm kind of a little surprised.
It was Guinea-Bissau at home.
That's kind of a little disappointing, to be fair, but I still think Burkina Faso. I'm still confident Burkina Faso goes second because I don't trust Guinea-Bissau to go perfect.
Yeah, and I mean, African qualifiers are also crazy. It's like home advantage is thrown out of the window. Any team can, well, most teams can win anywhere.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. So it's interesting in that regard. So let's move on to Group B right here, guys. So we have Senegal right here. Senegal top, Sudan second, third DR Congo, fourth Togo, and fifth Mauritania, and sixth South Sudan. So I think for this group, I mean, Senegal is definitely the best team in this group, without a doubt. And I'm kind of surprised though Sudan's on 4 points. That's actually crazy. I don't think anyone has expected that.
Yeah, it is. They have had 2 home games, to be fair, but beating Congo is impressive no matter where you do it. But I don't think they're consistent enough to advance to the playoffs. But
yeah,
they've done well so far, though. I mean,
100%. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying? I think you cut off there, I think.
All right, yeah. I mean, the Sudan's only 2 goals is a penalty and an own goal. So I don't think this is. I don't think the scorelines are an accurate representation of. I don't think the success is gonna last. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And by the way, Sebastian, the other Sebastian, not you, by the way, please stop talking every 7 games.
I just saw. I heard you type, and then I saw the message in the chat. It's like a war.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I still think DR Congo is going to get that second place. I still expect, but I mean, Sudan getting third would be still impressive. I still think if they get third in this group, that would be an incredible achievement.
Yeah, I still fancy Togo over them, but you're right.
Yeah. Senegal. And which team did they draw to, actually? Because I'm kind of a little surprised they draw points. Oh, they draw points to Togo away. Yeah, it's not that great, man.
I mean, I think nil draws are unfortunately pretty common in CAF. I think it's. You don't really see it more than in I can't speak anymore. You really see it the most in CAF than in any other confederation.
Yeah. CAF is like the most unpredictable. Like there's so many upsets in this confederation. So, yeah. All right, moving on to Group C right here, guys. Wow. I cannot believe this group. This is the craziest. This is insane. Wow.
Yeah, it's highly competitive.
Wow. Man, if Rwanda actually pulled this off, this will be a crazy achievement.
I don't expect them to because they've had 2 home games, but I mean they did beat South Africa 2-0, which is incredible. After Nigeria sensationally dropped points to Lesotho, you felt that okay, South Africa was just gonna sweep this group, but then they went and lost to Rwanda, and you feel like anything can happen basically.
Yeah, and then they tied to Zimbabwe. Do you think Nigeria is in danger of not qualifying? I mean, I'm gonna ask you this question.
I mean, no. I can't say that after just 2 games.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people go on social media say Nigeria's in danger. They're gonna danger not qualify. And I just think it's a bit reactionary to say because, like I said, there's still a lot of games to go.
Exactly. But yeah, I do still expect South Africa and Nigeria to finish in the top 2. But if the gap is close, that will be interesting.
Yeah, although I will say though, Nigeria need to fix up because my goodness me, the team is so disjointed. Their attack looks amazing on paper. Their attack isn't firing, and their midfield is so bad. Defensively, they're bad, and their manager has been bad. Like everything is bad about Nigeria, to be honest.
Yeah, they're fortunate that there's a lot of time until the next international break. It's in June, so I think they'll have time to readjust and get back to their old selves.
Yeah, and also this is a very favorable group for Nigeria. It's not even that hard, so I would be very surprised if Nigeria somehow fail. Like at the worst case scenario, second place. Like I don't see them finishing below second.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, moving on to Group D here. Cameroon, top of the group with 4 points. Cape Verde, second. Libya, third. Angola, fourth. I'm probably going to butcher this name, so I want you to... How do you pronounce this one again? Sorry, I'm probably going to butcher this one.
Which one?
The fifth place team.
Mauritius, I think. Mauritius. I'm not sure. I only know how to say it in Swedish. I'm not sure how you say it in English.
Okay, Mauritius.
Mauritius. Yeah. Or something. Mauritius. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I'm probably gonna butcher the name, so I'm trying my best, man. But in the sixth place, Eswatini. So I mean, for this one, man, I think it's very obvious. Cameroon will definitely top the group. Although that being said, they did drop points. I think they dropped points against Libya. I think.
Yeah. It was away. It was Libya. It was away though. To be fair, which I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Libya aren't complete trash. But yeah, this is still one of the more straightforward groups. Cameroon will win it, and Cape Verde are quite comfortably favorites to finish in second. But yeah, Libya can definitely do it. I guess, I mean, Angola can do it as well if they get a goal scorer because they are solid defensively. But I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, I think I picked Angola as one of my upsets. And unfortunately, they just don't have the goals in them. That's the problem. And that goal, goals are so important, those wins, man. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting. Draws.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And Cape Verde is looking good, 4 points. So and this is a competitor one. This is a competitor group for sure. So yeah. All right. Then moving on to Group E here, we have Morocco, Zambia, Niger, Tanzania, Congo. Of course, we know Eritrea withdrew for political reasons, which I'm not going to speak about that on this stream. So you guys can look at that for yourself, what it is. So,
yeah, this is a really competitive group. Everyone is beating everyone.
Yeah, this is interesting, man, except Congo. Well, to be fair, Congo have only played one game, but still.
Yeah, they have a game in hand. And
yeah.
But yeah, Morocco will win it. You naturally do fancy Zambia to finish in second, but Niger, they did beat them at home.
Yeah,
I don't think they have the consistency though because they also lost at home to Tanzania.
Yeah, kind of a little surprising Zambia lost yesterday, but I still believe fine for the most part. Like I don't think it's just one loss, I think they'll be able to recover. But yeah. Let's move on, I suppose, to the next one. So yeah, I agree with you. Morocco and Zambia are the two favorites to advance. And then Group F, Ivory Coast, man. I mean, they're amazing, man. They have destroyed Seychelles 9-0, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. Wow. But I mean, they're like the San Marino of Africa, though. I mean, even Kenya beat them 5-0 on the road. So I wouldn't read too much into the Ivory Coast demolition of the Seychelles. But they did also beat Gambia 2-0 away, which is really solid because Gambia, they made the quarterfinals of the last AFCON, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Ivory Coast will undoubtedly win this group, and Gabon will probably finish in second. Has Aubameyang retired from the national team? I don't remember.
I think he's still. Actually, let me check. Has he retired? Because I didn't pick. Let me see. Is Aubameyang still there, guys? Let me know in the chat, guys, if he's still there because I don't know honestly. Let me check. I'm just looking at the Wikipedia page. So give me some time, guys. International career. Okay, so basically he did retire, then he reversed his decision. So he came back.
Well, that's interesting because he hasn't. Gabon has scored 4 goals, and he hasn't scored a single one of them, which is an indication that Gabon are evolving as a team. They're not just relying on him, which is a sign of a healthy development.
Yeah, let me see. Was he in the starting 11? Was he even on the bench? Wow, he was not even on the bench. Wow. So, yeah, I think I put Gambia at second place. Because I was. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't make any predictions before this all started, so I can't really be too judgmental. Aubameyang is injured. All right.
Okay, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I didn't really trust Gabon, especially after they failed to qualify for the AFCON. I was like, yeah, these guys are. Yeah, it was bad. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, but Ivory Coast should definitely top the group. That's going to be for certain, and it's a really good battle for second place. I think that second place battle is very competitive. Like basically the only team we know for sure is not finishing second is Seychelles.
Yeah, that's pretty safe to say.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the last 3 groups. We have Group G right here, Algeria. They've actually done pretty well. Not really been that convinced with Algeria. I've kind of expected more from them, but they're still doing well. Botswana is doing pretty well, surprisingly. Guinea's doing well. Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I think it's too soon to say that they're doing well because I mean Algeria are doing well, but then Algeria are doing well, Somalia are doing bad, and then all the other teams are just complete mayhem, a free for all where anyone can beat anyone. So yeah, that fight for second place is a madness. Really going to be really intriguing to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, I believe I'm not mistaken. I believe I originally picked Guinea in that second place. I believe I picked them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Mozambique Mozambique has beaten Botswana away, so I think Mozambique might be fancied now. Uganda beat Somalia on the road, but I mean Somalia, they're quite comfortably the worst team in this group, so does that win really mean that much? However, to be fair, Uganda has had 2 away games, which is tricky, so they have a more favorable schedule going forward, but we will see what happens.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. All right, moving on to Group H. We have this one. Tunisia, top of the group. Equatorial Guinea. Bia. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I know I've botched that name so many times. So Malawi third, fourth, Liberia fifth, and Sao Tome Principe last. So we all know Tunisia is going to top. That's pretty obvious. And for me, that second place, it's got to be Equatorial Guinea, I would say. I still think they're the team to beat.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and also I'm sick and tired of seeing Tunisia play against Equatorial Guinea. It's getting so annoying.
Really? Honestly, I only really watch the AFCON, so I don't really see them meet each other too much in the qualifiers.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, do you agree with me though that in terms of second place, I mean, maybe Namibia and Malawi can make something interesting.
Namibia, they don't really stand a chance. You're right. I mean, I think this is the most obvious top 2.
Yeah,
and I just feel so bad for Liberia. They really need another George Weah. It's a I hope they're probably pissed that his son chose to play for the US.
Yeah, definitely, man. Moving on to Group I, the final group in Africa. We have here's Comoros. That's top of the group somehow. Then we have Mali, Madagascar, Ghana, Central African Republic, Chad. I'm like, Comoros. They did it again, man. Ghana still haven't got revenge.
Yeah, this is. Oh right, Comoros beat them 3-2 at the AFCON. That's right. I forgot about that almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I didn't watch the game. against their game against Ghana. So I'm not sure if it was a fluke win or if Comoros really, maybe they are playing some good football. But yeah, I hate to be a party pooper, but I do think the Comoros will miss out on the top two because this is just such a highly competitive group. I mean, Mali, Madagascar, Ghana, all good African teams. And I think it's just going to be too much for Comoros because keep in mind that their 2 wins have both been at home. I don't think they're going to be good on the road.
Yeah, I feel like for Comoros, man, like that is true. They did play against Ghana at home, and for me, I just don't trust Comoros on the road. I just don't trust them. So, Ghana, man, they've been really underwhelming, man. They scored a late winner against Madagascar at home, and
Yeah.
Yaki Williams.
Oh wow, 96th minute.
Yeah. So, I just think I still feel like this group will be straightforward. I still expect Ghana at the top, I would say, and then Mali for second place, I would say. But man, maybe this group will be a lot more competitive. Maybe we'll see some upsets.
I hope Mali tops it because I mean for a few years now you've felt that they've been the best African team that has never qualified for a World Cup. So it would be interesting to see them make their debut. They've had some success on youth level, but not at the senior level.
Yeah, Ghana, man, and Mali, they were so close last time. I felt so bad against Tunisia. Red carded, own goal. It was just so sad. So, but yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for Africa. So let's go read some of your guys' comments because although we're gonna have to probably ignore some of the comments because a lot of comments are not really on topic. So I guess we'll read some of the guys. Let's read some of your guys' comments. Where are we? Right here. Let's see. Where are we? Right here. Where's the first comment we have here? Okay. All right. Come on, Kenya. Yeah, I would like to see Kenya do it. Walk in the park for Bangladesh. I did pass it. Oh, Tanya comes back and they win, of course. The best left back in the world. I don't know about that. You can't probably see those comebacks anywhere because Kyrgyzstan Malaysia can only play at AFC. Whoa. Hey, don't say that, man. Corrupted region. I don't think CAF's the most corrupted, man. Togo has the best striker in the world, Kodogo. Leba. Shame he wasn't fully fit for the 2 games this month. That was the point. Huh. Do y'all see the Messi from Comoros? No, I didn't see. Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the chat. Burkina Faso. Okay. Okay. Africa deserves 5 spots in World Cup for. Okay. Come on, guys. Respect Africa, man. Respect Africa. I can't. Why are you guys disrespecting?
Don't Africa have like 10 spots at the next World Cup?
Yeah, it's 10 spots.
I think UEFA only gained 3 more.
Yeah. What happened to Dr. Congo? Yeah, DR Congo, man. Another team that underperforms, man. This is a team that always underperforms, man.
They should try renaming themselves to Zaire. Maybe they can experience success again.
Yeah, that's actually maybe a good point. I don't know about. Well, okay, I don't want to get political there, so let's just move on.
That's the name they had when they last played at a World Cup.
Yeah. I know. Senegal got shushed by the only one in Kodo Laba. DR Congo should have done better against Sudan. I have them down as one of the best 4 second place teams. Yeah, me too, man. My country's unbeaten the last 10 games as favorite and not counting the big fight to qualify though. All right. We don't attack. We're just having fun. We're going for our nation. It's not personal. All right. Well, I still would appreciate you guys don't do that here on the YouTube chat. Maybe do that somewhere else. And then like the Discord server would be a better way to do that, right? So, Group A will be a good race. VOD, by the way. Senegal draw points to Kodo Laba, the best player in the world. It's just unfair to get nominated for Ballon d'Or. Unfair if he gets nominated for Ballon d'Or. The same 4 basically every year. Group C is messy. I think Nigeria are lacking offensive firepower. Yeah, I agree. Nigeria's going to make it. Imagine Rwanda qualifies. And Nigeria is bad, bro. Yeah, I know they're bad. I just don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're that bad to not qualify. You know, there comes a time where Nigeria will select a manager. Nigeria is kind of in danger. They drew the pot 6 and pot 14. Nigeria is bona fide, Bookie says. Extension is AFCON. Maybe 7 games. Sebastian can't wait for AFCON. Rwanda could finish first and Zimbabwe could finish second. I very much doubt it, man. Okay, I'll stop being Kai White. My man. Cape Verde is good too. And go with their boy Rui Modeste. Let's go. Hopefully they get second.
Kai White has said that Estonia can qualify for the Euros, by the way.
Oh man, Kai White. You know, I'm surprised he has. Oh, sorry.
It's the worst Swedish side of all time defeated them 7-0 on aggregate, and he still thinks they can qualify for the Euros.
You know, I'm surprised Kai White has a back San Marino. Oh man, Group B is the most one-sided group. I don't think so, man. All right. Otono is the GOAT. This is why he's the best left back in the world. He missed 1 game and they don't win. And he comes back, he wins 5-0 levels. Group F is also one-sided. Ivory Coast too good. Facts. Zambia can improve defensively, but top 2 should be safe for them. Algeria is an unbeaten streak at 19. Right now, the highest of any country international right now. Wow, that's actually interesting. How many draws? Yeah, how many draws FB7? Let me know in the chat. Obama injured, I think. FB7 game says. Sebastian says I put Kenya second. I thought Oba retired forever. Seychelles isn't finishing ever. They're finishing first. Dude, imagine Seychelles actually top this group. I would go crazy. Oh, man. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Let's be real. Dean Amari refers to Seychelles Mauritius as holiday destinations rather than football nations referred. Well, he said 3-for-all instead of free-for-all. I think Botswana will be the first to fall off for the race for second. Equatorial Guinea versus Tunisia, Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors, same thing. It's not even shocking that Ghana lost. I mean, in some ways, it is a bit shocking. I'm not that surprised, to be fair, but I'm still a little bit surprised. You can't say you're not complete. Like I'm surprised. Like, let me put it this way: like I'm not that surprised, but it's still a bit surprising. Whereas Ghana's cool. I thought he would chat. Messi's never scored against San Marino. Okay. I still want Ghana over Mala. Mali has Chikanga Doumbia, who's very good. They scored a goal against Giga Chad. Ghana play crap football. All right. I think, is that all the relevant comments? Who do you think will flop the outcome? I pick Ghana or Cameroon. I don't know, man. We'll have to see, man. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided my predictions. Algeria 12 wins, 7 draws last 19. The last loss was against Sweden. I'm not shocked one picked. I predicted a draw. All right.
That proves Sweden is the best team in the world. We beat Algeria.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. All right. Let's see. Our next confederation is I think it's
Concacaf.
Actually, Concacaf.
Yeah, Concacaf. A lot of C's.
Yeah, a lot of C's, man. A lot of C's. All right. So what minute? We're on 49 minutes. Jeez. That took a while. All right. This is definitely going to be more than an hour. All right, standings right here. So Group A, okay, we already know this. Okay, so let's go finish with League B, Group A. We're gonna talk about the groups, League B, League C, and then we'll get to the Nations League quarterfinals. So Guadalupe actually topped the group, which is pretty interesting. And St. Kitts and Nevis got relegated, which is crazy because they were the Gold Cup last time, which is actually insane. So that's pretty interesting. I don't really remember my predictions too well, if I'm being honest with you guys. I think I probably predicted St. Lucia to get relegated, and I think I predicted Guadalupe to come first. I have to look back. So, are you surprised here? Not really, or you don't really know too much.
Man, Pookie wants to just straight up skip Concacaf.
So what do you think about this group, man? I mean, are you surprised? I'm kind of surprised St. Kitts and Nevis got relegated.
I mean, all I see is a bunch of small island nations. I don't really care, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
If they played at the Gold Cup, you'd definitely expect them to avoid relegation. But here's what I want to know: if this is if this is League B, what the hell are the teams in League C?
Oh man, that's not good, man. It's not good.
Because I think even Sweden would be able to top these groups.
Yeah. Yeah, Concacaf is not very competitive, unfortunately. That's the truth. League B, Group B, Nicaragua topped the group. Yeah, not really too surprising there. Barbados got relegated.
Big favorites to top of that.
Yeah. The League B, Group C, French Guyana topped the group. Wow, this was a very competitive group. Wow. 10-9, 8-7. Wow. This is really competitive.
Yeah, it was entertaining to be fair. And yeah, I mean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 4-3 against Bermuda.
Yeah. Wow. Dang, they scored 13 goals. That's actually insane. Wow. And they have a minus goal difference. You know, it's actually funny because normally when you score 13 goals, you would think you have a good goal difference.
So yeah, they're the top goal scorers of the group, but their defense needs to be sorted out.
Yeah, and Bermuda got third just about, and unfortunately Belize got relegated. So it's very sad. And French Guyana, man, top the group, man. And it's kind of funny because I think Belize actually beat them. I think they beat them home and away, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually fact check that.
Yeah, they did.
That's actually funny though. Like the last place team beats the first place team both games.
Yeah, reminds me of how Denmark bottled their Nations League finals qualification by losing home and away to Croatia. Even though Denmark beat France home and away, that's just tragic.
Oh man. Group D, Guyana topped the group. Sorry, League B, Group D, and the Bahamas came last. So not really too surprising that Guyana is decent. Then Group A, Saint Martin top, Bonaire, Angola last, Aruba first, Cayman Islands second, U.S. Virgin Islands third, Dominica first, British Virgin Islands second, and Turks and Caicos third. So, man, yeah. All right, now let's look at the semifinals, man. Why keep saying semifinals? Sorry.
Bonaire's Football Association follows me on Twitter.
Wow, that's actually crazy. We got to do a round of applause, guys. Everyone clap in the chat.
They tag me in all sorts of irrelevant posts. It's honestly super annoying. They're like, here's Bonaire's squad for Saint Vincent and the Grenadines away, and then they tag me in it for some reason.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, yeah. how did they follow? Like, did they just randomly just found you and just started following you? Like, how did that happen? Actually,
I mean, I'm guessing because I guess that's what happened. They had a pretty new account and they just wanted to get traction, so they just probably spam followed a bunch of accounts or something.
Yeah. All right. Now let's go look at the quarterfinals, man. So the quarterfinals we have here. Yeah. All right. So with the quarterfinals, we also have the semifinals and playoffs confirmed, which we'll briefly discuss. So quarterfinals, man. So let's start with the first match. We got Trinidad and Tobago versus United States. I always knew United States were going to advance. Kind of disappointed though how we didn't get revenge for 2017, but you know it is what it is. Way and we lost the same score, and it's crazy because the same player that scored the winning goal, the same player that scored the winning goal scored again. Like you just can't write that script.
I love that sort of poetic things, but at least you didn't score an own goal this time.
Yeah, that's good. And at least it didn't cost us.
Yeah, I mean you did win 4-0 at home, to be fair.
3-0 actually at home.
Okay, well, so good enough.
Yeah, but yeah, still, man, USA, we were pretty underwhelming against Trinidad, and you know, the USA, man, we just do the bare minimum, man. We just do the bare minimum, and that's how we are, man. Which is really sad, because we should be aiming to do more than bare minimum with the squad that we have, with the players that we have, the manager. It's just the manager's so garbage.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's like a circus. Do you still have Bearhalter or a new one?
Yeah, we still have Vibes. I don't even want to call him by his name. I'm just calling him Vibes.
He who shall not be named. Berhalter actually used to manage the club in the world that I hate the most in Sweden.
Wow.
I don't want to mention the club's name.
Okay, yeah. So you actually know him a lot more. You know how he did it right there, and he was. I heard he was terrible there.
Yeah, he was not great. No idea how he got the USA job. Probably has dirt on some Concacaf officials.
Yeah, let's just say that he's good friends with the people there in the federation. That's how he got the job.
Friends in high places.
I don't want to speak too much about that because the USA might go into this channel and actually watch this, and I might get terminated. So I should probably speak my words carefully. So let's just move on. Next up, and you know what's actually crazy? I just realized both away teams got a red card in the first leg, and both away teams got a red card. Like Trinidad got a red card in the first leg, and USA got a red card in the second game.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the other games, the only tie which didn't see a red card was Panama, Costa Rica.
That's actually crazy. So, Panama versus Costa Rica, man. Yeah, Panama absolutely obliterated Costa Rica. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Well, I am actually. Well, I mean, you'd expect. I mean, Costa Rica, they've been the big brother of Panama for most of history, and I mean, this is a paradigm shift.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, I think Panama are better now than when they qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah. So, I just think for me, Costa Rica, man, they really need Keylor Navas. He's just that important player for them, man.
They need, they need to rebuild from the ground up. They need better players in every position. They're in complete shambles, actually.
Yeah, it's really just sad, man. It's really sad to see the Costa Rica downfall. Because the thing is, like, I just feel like for Costa Rica, man, it's just that they have a good team, man. Their team isn't that bad as the score may suggest. It's just that Panama just are so good, man. In my opinion, I think they might be like they're one of the best nations in Concacaf right now. In my opinion, they've been amazing, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Canada versus Jamaica, man. Wow, why? Wow, I cannot believe Jamaica actually pulled it off.
No, that's actually crazy. Insane. 3-2 road win against Canada. When did they get the red card? Was it late on, or did they play with 10 men for a while?
It was the 85th minute, and it was like an attacker, Damari Gray. Sorry, 84th minute. So
yeah, it was okay. No more goals after that. Wait, an attack. I mean, I'd understand it if it was a defender, because if they are desperate to just protect their lead. But how the hell does an attacker get? Well, I guess attackers can participate in defense late on. So never mind.
That was the second yellow. Okay. Maybe, so it was probably a bad tackle.
Yeah, maybe just trash talked or something.
Yeah. Jamaica, man. And you know what's crazy? Because they lost the first leg at home. I was like, okay, in Jamaica, because I said in my video that if Jamaica don't win the first leg, I'm pretty sure they won't advance. And they actually managed to prove me wrong massively.
Yeah, solid. They have played at a World Cup before. Would be fun to see them do it again.
Yeah. And for me, this is a team that always underperforms, man. Jamaica, they're just known for underperforming. And they finally show up, man. And they're back in the Copa America. Man. So that's amazing. And by the way, they did it on away goal. So for those wondering, how is it 4-4 and it shouldn't have gone to extra time? Because Jamaica scored 3 away. That's how they advanced. I miss away goals, man. I wish more confederations use away goals, man. I love the away goals thing. So, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. The Mexico versus Honduras. That was there was a lot of controversy with that game, especially with the second goal not being with the added minutes, and then of course the penalty shootout. There was also controversy there, which I think was fair because the goalkeeper was off the line. So, yeah. And I also don't like that. I don't like the goal. I don't like the goalkeeper being off the line. I think it's a really harsh rule. But it is what it is. And Mexico, they pulled off, man. And Honduras, man. it's sad to see, man, for what
Yeah,
they
wow.
did because they put up a good effort.
11th minutes of extra time. Yeah, it's so anticlimactic. You want to see, it would be fun to see Mexico miss out because, well, I don't have anything against Mexico, but I mean, it's always fun to root for the underdogs, see some new teams. I don't think Honduras played at the Centenario in 2016, so it would just be fun to see some new teams, especially since they won 2-0 at home. But yeah,
Yeah. So these are the semifinals we have. We have Panama versus Mexico. That'll be an interesting one. Can Panama get revenge? What happened in the Gold Cup final? That remains to be seen. Then USA versus Jamaica. So we might see another USA Mexico final again. Oh man. So yeah. And then, or maybe we might see a Panama versus Jamaica final. That'd be crazy. And then we have the playoff match. We have Costa Rica versus Honduras and Canada versus Trinidad and Tobago. So that'll be interesting to see what happens.
Is that relegation playoffs?
No, that's the playoffs. That's the Copa America playoffs. So these are the two games to determine the last two spots.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, it'll be interesting. So to see what happens, man. So let's read some of you guys' comments, man. Let's read some of you guys' comments here. Where are we? Right here. Okay. So almost went for a Comoros win. USA, get it in, get in. Can we skip this? Bookie says, I think we should definitely talk about League B, League C, Group C, big finish line group. Bookie, you want to talk? Okay. B7, I love Pookie, Lil Seb. Concacaf is a very boring region. Only USA, Mexico are the only good teams. I think teams are improving. I don't think it teams are getting better. Would you agree, Seb? Slash National Football.
Yeah, well, they are, but they're all improving, so it's kind of a moot point. The United States are becoming better, and Canada, well, Canada in a bit of a slump, but I still think they're improving overall. So you don't really notice that the micronations are catching up with them, but it's still good. I mean, the Concacaf Nations League will improve Concacaf in the long run, and I'm surprised that no other confederations apart from Concacaf and UEFA have a Nations League. At least like Africa and Asia, I feel like those confederations could also benefit a lot from having a Nations League.
Yeah, definitely, man. Congo is a serious confederation. Trust, guys. Every Conmebol team would still be League A and never touch League B. So, don't forget, mighty Chile beat Cuba 3-0, Dominican Republic 5-0. Boogie said, well, at least we own French Guyana. Yes, 80 we did. It's crazy. Heidi, have a great stream. Face, blue smiling. Yeah, thank you for joining, Double Loco. Sebastian says, wow. I think we in Belize love to watch more than we like to play football. Yeah, it's the same with my country, man. Bangladesh, we like to watch more than play.
Is Pookie in Belize? He wrote that he owns French Guyana, so I thought that he was French.
No, he's Belizean. So
yeah, I know. I mean, I know that. I just forgot about it for some reason.
Oh, okay. Wash hands. Oh, I think this is for when you said for the Bonaire thing. So low.
Yeah, it's an applause.
Applause, man. Naturally, they want to sponsor you.
Nice. They can send me a ripped T-shirt or something.
Oh man. All right. Clap hands. I want AAK call to follow me, but they won't low. I speak for every America that we will win the World Cup at home to Asteroid 6+6 ago. You're not. Don't say we, man. Don't say we.
I mean, who the hell is we? He has so many we's. Is it Chile? Is it Sweden? Is it Portugal?
Oh man. National Football probably earns more than Bonaire's Federation. No, that's a violation, man. That's a violation.
He's probably right, and I'm unemployed.
Oh man, that would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. I didn't get the red card in the first leg. Yeah, dude. Honestly, if they didn't get the red card, I feel like USA would have won, but like it would have been 1-0. Like it probably would have been 1-0. I don't think we went 3-0. So, yeah, honestly, a red card basically changed the entire tie in some ways. You can say whenever countries that every 7 0. So imagine come close Netherlands and France. Okay, both of them. All right, I think that's like the where the Vibes used to coach at Sweden, that club. So I think he's referenced that thing. What's your opinion on beating 2-time World Cup winners and the current World Cup runners up France both home and away? Idiotic from Dest. He's not a young player anymore. His teammates condemn from him start. Joe Scott should be the first choice right back. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention here, man. I discussed about it in my match reaction stream, but yeah, Dest, man, that was really dumb, man. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, Dest, man, if you do that one more time, you should be benched. I'm giving you one last chance, Dest, because that was bad.
I know a guy who said that Dest was a top 5 right back in the world about 2 or 3 years ago.
Man. Let's not mention names, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. 80 receiving email for the U.S. 17 Federation right now. You know that I might imagine I receive an email right now say, "Don't you dare talk about this. We're gonna take down the stream."
Yeah, maybe Bonaire will send me an email as well.
Man, I might as well annex Costa Rica at this point. Wow. So yeah, and you know it's actually crazy. Panama, Costa Rica played against you so many times in the last couple of years. 80 getting email from the USMNT that says, "Congrats on manager job for the men's team. Win us a World Cup." Every 7 games said Panama's the second best team in Concacaf, and Puki knows. You know, there's actually an argument you can make that the second best right now, at least on current form. There's an argument you could make. Am I going to go that far? I think it's a bit early to say, but they're definitely in a good position, man. They're definitely the best outside the big 3, I would say.
So top 3, I would say, by the skin of their teeth.
Vi's brother was on Federation when they hired him. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Gotta love nepotism.
Oh, because they always be on France. Now I can't say the AD low. Yeah, I know. Like, but the thing is, I feel like Costa Rica is just so good with Navas. Like, I feel like Navas is just that difference maker, you know. So, like, the thing is, like, Panama probably still do win. I still probably think they do, but I don't think they've been at thrashing. They the best, number 1. Canada's rubbish right now. Yeah, Canada's a mess right now at the moment. They lost their manager. Their federation's bankrupt. It's just been bad for Canada. Hopefully they get back, because I do have a soft spot for Canada, guys, because I don't know if you guys know this. I was actually born in Canada, so I do have a little soft spot for them, and hopefully they do well. So
that's insane. You're eligible to represent 3 different national teams.
Yeah, that's true. Sebastian's hated club described with emojis. All right. Jamaica. What drama Mexico? I know, right? I was on the edge. Away goal suck. 80's just an extra time hater. I just don't like extra time, man. I just don't like extra time. I feel like extra time, teams just park the bus in extra time, man. Most of the time I see. You know? So, don't get me wrong. There have been some good extra times. Like, I think the USA-Mexico is good. I guess you could say Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Champions League final was good. There's probably some other good cases, but for the most part, extra time, it usually goes to penalties. So, yeah, I'm just not really a fan. I love the away goals rule. I don't know why a lot of people dislike it. Room for improvement for the United States. Puki said, no controversy, bro. Mexico game was great. Didn't watch. It was, bro. No, I mean, like, there's controversy going on the Twitter space, like on social media. I've heard some stuff, you know. To be honest, I was thinking about the removal of away goals. We might see penalties in the Champions League. Fair. It was a robbery. Mexico won fairly. Been 7 years without penalty shootouts in UCL. Away goals kind of sucks. We haven't seen the penalty shootout graphic made by UEFA low, except FIFA, I guess. I mean, FC. Mexico, when it's 11 plus 11 minutes and Colo score, everyone cries and says rig. But others, like, yeah, it's fine. It happens.
No one talks about Colo in any context, though.
Yeah, I don't think people really keep up to date with Colo. Sorry to say.
I just think of that chant that Man City fans did with Yaya Toure when I see Colo. I'm not gonna sing it, but I mean I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. USA versus Mexico final. We'll be there. The kids linked off. Oh man. You know what? You know which team is going to win that final. I don't even need to tell you which team is going to win. Like, come on, we already know which team is going to win it. The final will be USA versus Panama. Every 7 games says Kevin Gonzalez says Honduras were robbed. Repeating 2 penalties. No, the penalty, it was repeated because the goalkeeper's off the line, which technically, to be fair, is true. That technically should be retaken. If a goalkeeper's off the line, it should be retaken. I just think that rule is really harsh, though, in my opinion. What do you think about that rule? Do you think that's a harsh rule, or do you think it's a fair rule?
I understand why it exists, but I mean, some penalties are really soft. In that case, I think it might be fair to abolish it because, I mean, the penalty shooter has such a huge advantage. So maybe the goalkeeper needs a bit of an edge as well. But yeah, if it's if it's a red, if someone is about to score and you kick him with an open net and you kick him in the leg, I don't think they should do it. But I don't really know if you can have different rules for different quote unquote types of penalties. But it's something to think about.
Yeah, but the problem with this rule is that it's not like some referees implement this and some referees don't look at this. It's not consistent. That's the problem. Because I've seen keepers that go off the line sometimes and save penalties and it doesn't get retaken. I've seen that a few times, I think.
Maybe. I mean, it's fine as long as they keep. I mean, what they usually do is they keep one of their legs back on it.
Yeah. I remember, like, was it Ter Stegen against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League 2019, 2020. Ter Stegen was off the line when he saved that penalty, and it didn't get retaken. So,
Pookie misses the good old days when goalkeepers cheated.
And Panama win it all. Oh man, I would honestly, I would rather see a Panama versus Jamaica final. To be honest, like I think that'd be a great final. Honestly. That could actually be a more interesting final than USA Mexico, in my opinion. USA, come on, biggest nation Concacaf. Honduras were not robbed. The final will be Mexico versus USA. GG Puerto says, "Today I feel American low." Don't say that, man. Don't say that. Alan, think they're gonna draw, to be honest, with their rank. Tabalaka, love watching your videos. Now I respect the GOAT. Ronaldo said, "The referee was helping Mexico win." I can't stop crying, low. JK, but the game was fair. That was report. Football says hi. Albert, did he not say Des is better than Alves, or I'm tripping? I hope Albert did not say that.
It's funny because I was talking about someone entirely different that no one on here knows. But apparently you know someone who's also said that. That's pretty funny.
Well, Albert likes to joke a lot. So like I don't know if we could he's a person that loves to joke. So. Canada isn't Spain, Denmark, Croatia, Italy. Please let it happen in the Euros. We'll get to the Euros in a bit later. Canada's a big three, bro. That's a recently biased thing. Well, I mean, like right now, man. But actually, is Canada really the? I mean, USA is definitely the best right now. I think we can all agree with that. I think second, I'll still say Mexico, and then third right now on current form, I'll say Panama. I think that's my top three right now.
There's right now. There's not a big three. In the Concacaf, it's just a big two or United States and Mexico, even though I would say USA are better. A few years ago, I think there was a big three with the US and Canada and also Costa Rica.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, right. Concacaf is more competitive now than before, which is fun to see.
Yeah. All right. Golden goal rule. Ooh. No one talks about Coca-Cola in that context. Extra time is money grabs mostly. That one was a violation. I was thinking of Tory chat, not as much as now. But still. I was also watching the Appendix from back in the day, and the goalkeeper's really off the line. Why did they change it, bro? Yeah, that's my thing, is that why did they just change the rule all of a sudden? That's another problem. Like, if you wanted to change this rule, do a long time ago. Why just change it now? Right? Like, I don't know. Don't you think that's a bit odd?
I mean, hasn't that rule always existed? It's just that referees in the past just, were worse than now.
So you're saying that it was a rule this whole time? It wasn't really properly. It wasn't really enforced until recently.
I could be wrong, but from what I understand, I think it's always been in use. But correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I am.
Or maybe that was implied, where you're supposed to I don't know, honestly. As long as No one talks about Colo-Colo in any context. As long as advantage isn't awarded to the point where there's a retake, despite the kicker missing the line. There's an 80s rock song called Panama, I think by Van Halden. Cool, Boo says. Dang it, 80 skipped the Colo-Colo chant. Where's the Colo-Colo chant? I think I read all the comments.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You probably heard it.
Yeah. All right. I think we spent enough time on Concacaf. All right, let's move on to Conmebol, and then we'll go to UEFA. So, Conmebol, man, wow, Conmebol was insane, man.
Yeah, even crazier than usual.
All right, so let's start with the last place team. So last place we have here is Peru with 2 points.
Surprised it's not Brazil, to be honest.
Okay, that's a bit harsh, but yeah, Peru have been awful. They did get a draw against Venezuela though at home, which is actually pretty impressive. Well, maybe impressive not the right word, but it's good to see they finally scored a goal.
Yeah, 1-0. Actually, oh wow, they didn't. I thought they won that game, but man, they dropped. Couldn't even beat Venezuela at home. Man, Peru are down bad.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, man. So, yeah, Peru, man. It's sad to see what happened to them and the downfall, man. Peru, it's sad. Like their coach leave. I knew when the coach left is like this team is gonna go down bad.
Yeah,
I didn't think they'll be this bad though. Although to be fair, my original predictions, I think I put them in 9th in my original predictions, which that was probably very controversial, and now it might actually happen. So. The Bolivia, they've also not really been that great either, but they did pick up a huge win.
I mean, Bolivia have been they've done about what you expect. At home, you'd expect Bolivia to beat the bottom half of Conmebol.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised though. Like their home form has been really bad. Like against Argentina, they got thrashed, and then Ecuador, they conceded a last-minute winner. So they haven't really been that great at home, but they picked up a huge win. Huge win against Peru at home. But yeah, for Bolivia, man, we all know they're going to not qualify. And then Chile, man, this was a rough window for Chile. 1 point in these 2 games. They should have won against Paraguay when they even had a man advantage. They even got a red card in that same game as well, I believe. And then they lost to Ecuador. So, yeah, for Chile, man, it's not looking good for them.
I don't think they won't qualify.
They're gonna in my opinion, it will be it will be 6th at most. They're not getting higher than 6th. Like they're gonna be around that 7th place spot for that Confederation playoffs. But yeah, I mean, Chile, man, they have to win their home games because their away form is bad. Their away form is not good.
Yeah, they're also struggling to score.
Yeah, so it's not looking good for them.
And one of the reasons why I marginally favor UEFA over Conmebol, because I mean counterintuitively, there's quite a lot of low-scoring games in South America. Of course, they can be entertaining regardless, but it's still enough to bring UEFA over the edge by the smallest possible margin.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. All right, moving on. Next, we have is Paraguay in 7th place. Paraguay have also been mediocre. Like they haven't really been that great.
Yeah, I suppose they've been average about what you'd expect from them, but they're really solid defensively. I mean,
yes,
but because I mean, they've picked up 5 points with just 1 goal scored. That's actually really solid. So if they isn't Almiron Paraguayan? I mean, if they can get him,
he is.
If they can get him to start scoring, there's no reason to think that Paraguay won't qualify. They just need to sort out their offense, and I think Paraguay will qualify.
And don't forget, they have Enciso, that guy from Brighton.
Oh yeah, that's who.
Yeah, so like defensively, they're solid. Just that they can't score goals, and scoring goals are what's so important. Take care, FB7. Thank you for joining. So, yeah, and then we got to about Brazil.
What? Aren't they higher at the table? What do you mean? I thought we
Yeah,
were doing this in ascending order.
Brazil, man. I this is the downfall is so bad for Brazil. Like, my goodness me, this team has fallen off so badly.
Yeah, I believe is it true that this is their first home loss in the World Cup qualifiers ever?
I believe it is. I believe it is. At least according to Rank, and Rank's are like a Conmebol expert, so I'm pretty sure that is true. And that's also, and they also lost to what is it called, Argentina at home. So
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, lost to Colombia away with Diaz brace, and his dad went nuts. That was
yeah,
a great moment.
yeah. Colombia, that was the first win they got against Brazil in the World Cup qualifiers.
But yeah, there's just no logic to this because Argentina lose at home to Uruguay, and then Argentina beat Brazil away.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Brazil is just like their attack is so bad because the thing is, I don't think they were actually that bad against Argentina. I don't think they were that bad. It's just that they couldn't finish.
Yeah, I mean, a draw in that match, I mean, it would have been acceptable.
Yeah. It's just, and then the Brazilian players are so bad. Like Rafinha is so bad. I am ashamed that he's at my club. I'm ashamed. This guy is trash. I'm sorry. He's bad. And then Gabriel Jesus, not great. Like it's crazy that this Brazil team really needs Neymar for their attack because without Neymar, these guys look so bad in the attack.
Yeah, I'm a bit out of the loop. Neymar is Neymar injured?
Yes, he's injured.
Okay.
He has like an ACL injury, I think.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean Brazil, they will qualify. I think they will do it directly. You have to remember, I think the last time they had a bad qualifying campaign was in 2002. I think they finished in 4th or something, and then they went on to win that World Cup. So it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. And my thing with Brazil is that if you're going to struggle, you would rather do it in the qualifiers than the actual World Cup. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, they were amazing in the last qualifiers. I think they went undefeated in Conmebol qualifiers. It's just insane. And then they still lose to Croatia in the quarterfinals. Just so anticlimactic.
I think actually you make a good point because I think the fact that they breezed through the qualifiers suggested that they had no issues, and they got too complacent, and I think they got overconfident, arrogant, right? And I think it's better to do Brazil struggle, right?
Yeah, I mean, just look at them against South Korea at the World Cup. They're fucking still doing dances after 4-0. It's embarrassing.
Oh man, and my thing is that with Brazil is that it's not looking good. Their attack is bad. Defensively, these guys are bad. Their midfield, like the only players that are actually good for Brazil are Alisson. Alisson is still good in my opinion. Andre was amazing. That Andre guy's amazing. He's gonna make a big move in the January window. Mark my words.
I think Ancelotti is a perfect appointment for them. So I think he'll kick some sense into the players.
Yeah. And then Martinelli was good in my opinion. Jesus was bad. Rodrigo was bad. Like Augusto was actually not too bad in my opinion, to be fair. And Marquinhos is that guy is awful, man. I don't know how he keeps starting for Brazil. I'm sorry, he's awful. And the Emerson Royale is a joke.
I think he's living on old merits.
Yeah. And this is also crazy.
Anymore.
It's also crazy. They need Thiago Silva. That's actually crazy, man. Thiago Silva is so important to this team, even at that age. So that's actually crazy. So yeah, for Brazil, man, I still think they're going to qualify. I've seen some people say they're not going to qualify. Come on, guys, don't get reaction. They're going to qualify. I'm confident they will.
Yeah, they will 100%.
Especially with the World Cup getting expanded, the spots getting expanded. Brazil will qualify. And remember, guys, this was only the first loss they had at home. Like, I still expect Brazil to win their home games, against the likes of, Peru, Chile, etc. So, for Brazil, man, they have to act fast though, because this is bad. And Diniz, man, he's under a significant pressure because I think the guy is actually, in my opinion, I think the bigger issue with Brazil is more on the players. I think the players more at fault for Brazil than the manager. I don't think you can really blame too much on Diniz, to be honest. So, I just think that for Brazil, I just think that they need to sort out the players just need to perform better, man. And it's interesting, man. It's interesting to see what happens. And fun fact for you guys: last time Brazil didn't come first in the qualifiers, they won the World Cup. So, just putting that out there. I don't know if you guys know that.
Didn't I? I shared that fact with you like 10 minutes ago, and now you're claiming it as your own.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, you did say that. My bad. But yeah, I mean, and remember, guys, it's gonna be interesting. And remember, they last won the World Cup was 2002, so it's gonna be interesting. And the next World Cup's in the United States, so they won 1994, so maybe we'll see. But yeah, for Brazil, man, as I said, man, they're gonna qualify, man. They're gonna qualify. So what do you think the big issue is with Brazil? I feel like the big issue is more on the attack.
Well, yeah, it is. Well, it's the all of it. I mean, their defense is bad as well.
Yeah, their defense is not good as well. That's
I just think that they have skilled players, but they don't play as a team. I think Ancelotti will compel them to play well.
I don't know, man. I don't know about Ancelotti's really the guy, because the club management, international management was completely very different. Like, it's not easy. It's not the same. So, like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I don't know if Ancelotti's the guy. For me, in my opinion, I think Brazil should stick with Diniz. I think that's slow, because you always stick with your own, right? And I think Diniz is a very good tactician. He's very smart. We know he's done for Fluminense. So
I don't know. I don't think he has enough experience.
That's also true, to be fair. Like, the thing is, like, Brazil, I think Tite should have just stayed, man. Like, why did Tite leave?
Does Ancelotti even speak Portuguese?
That's a good question. That I don't know, honestly. I have no idea. So, and the thing is, like, people don't realize, like, club football international manager is completely different. It's not the same.
It is.
It may seem like this. Oh, sorry.
Ancelotti, he was Italy's assistant in the early 90s, so I think that experience has stuck. And he has won several Champions League titles. I think you shouldn't overestimate how different it is either. Ancelotti is still going to be Ancelotti.
Yeah, I know he's a good manager. I'm not trying to say he's a bad manager. Of course, I know he's a very good manager. I just think that people are just saying he will succeed for international just because he's done so well. Club is that's not really. It's not always the case, man. It's not that straightforward, So, yeah, that's just what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, for Brazil, as I said, I still expect them to qualify, and let's see what they do in the Copa America, because that's going to be a good test. And I just feel like, for me, it's also really dumb for them to get Ancelotti just before the Copa America, right? If you're going to bring Ancelotti, you should bring him in now. You shouldn't wait just to the Copa America. I just think that's, I just think it's odd to me. So, yeah. Anyways, I think we spoke enough about Brazil. Let's move on to Ecuador, man. Ecuador. Ecuador's been pretty solid. I think they have been pretty good.
They've been really good. In 5th place, despite having been deducted 3 points, which is really, really solid. Beaten Uruguay, road win against Bolivia, etc.
So, yeah, I just think Ecuador has been amazing. And this team is amazing. They're fun to watch, man. And this is a team that I think this is a team I think this could be a dark horse for South America.
I wouldn't go that far, but they're a solid team. But I think their ceiling is the round of 16, unless they get really, really lucky with how the knockout phase bracket shapes up. But yeah, definitely a good team.
What about for the Copa America? Do you think they could like go to the semis, maybe even the final?
Well, yeah, almost any South American team can go to the semis in Copa America, because they're so evenly matched. They can go to the semis in the Copa America, definitely.
Yeah. I made like dark horse for the Copa America thing.
Okay. Really my bad.
Yeah. Not for the World Cup. The World Cup's a bit too far ahead. So, but yeah, Ecuador. My only concern I have with Ecuador is just I feel like they need to improve their attack. That's my one concern I have, because I still feel like Ener Valencia is still I feel like they still need him to score goals. And
Yeah,
I just think he's. So,
to me they're basically like Paraguay, but better offensively.
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But they don't chug in goals either. So yeah, they could also benefit from some more offensive prowess.
Yeah, and look out for Kendry Paez guy. That Kendry Paez guy is a baller. By the way, that guy is a fantastic player. So moving on to Venezuela. Venezuela have actually had a pretty good window. I think they got a draw against Ecuador, I think, and then I think they got a draw against Chile. So Chile, Peru. 2 draws isn't really that. It's not obviously the best, but it's better. It's better to get a draw than lose, right? So for Venezuela, I think they're looking great, and yeah, this team, man, this team is amazing. This team is fun to watch, man.
Yeah, you really feel you're really rooting for them because they're the only South American team that has never qualified for a World Cup. So now it's a golden opportunity with the great start and the expansion. I really hope Venezuela make it.
Yeah, look out for players like Sotaldo, Solomon Rondon, Eduardo Bello. Like this team actually has some really good players, man. Like this team isn't as like it's crazy because I was remember before the qualifier started, this team people are saying, "Oh, this team is trash, it's terrible, there's no good players." Dude, this team has players, man. This team actually has good players. It's not that bad as it may seems. It's just they've been so underwhelming the last qualifying cycle that people are just like expected to be the same. And believe it or not, guys, I actually predict them to qualify. For the World Cup. So I put them in 6th place, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
I remember that. Credit to you. It was a solid prediction.
Yeah. Who knows? It might even get higher than 6th, man. At this rate.
Don't get cocky now.
Yeah. I say might. I said might now.
They are 4th, to be fair.
Yeah. And Colombia, man, the only nation unbeaten in the qualifiers, which is actually something we didn't expect to be saying.
Yeah, so, they've sort of like almost snuck a little bit. They're not too flashy, but I mean a lot of narrow wins, like 1-0, 2-1, and then they're really solid at holding teams to 0-0 draws away, which is really important in qualifiers. Which I think Colombia are overperforming. Actually, I will say that. But it's still impressive that they are managing to do that, and I think they will also qualify directly.
Yeah, Colombia after how bad the qualifying cycle was last time around. Do you remember they had like so many games where they couldn't score a goal?
Yeah, they were basically like the Peru are now.
Yeah, and Colombia, man, like Luis Diaz, man, he's coming up clutch, man, and 2 wins in this window, 6 points, man, huge. Then for Uruguay, man. This team is amazing. Like Uruguay, Bielsa, man. Bielsa ball is working. I think Uruguay is looking great. I really like this makeup of this Uruguay team.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Has any team ever beaten Brazil and Uruguay? No, Brazil and Argentina in consecutive matches. Uruguay are really impressive. Highest goal tally in the qualifiers by a comfortable margin. I think Darwin Núñez has. I'll admit, I thought he was a bit overhyped, but he has lived up to it.
Yeah, and the guy is a big game player. The guy scores goals in big games, which is pretty interesting, and that's actually pretty impressive. And I remember a lot of people saying this guy's a flop. This guy's terrible. Like he's actually not been that bad. Obviously, he's not been that amazing. I think that's a bit stretched, but he's not been as bad as people are saying. I just think this Uruguay team is looking great.
Yeah, they're
Bielsa balls. Yeah, Bielsa ball's working. And I like this making this Uruguay team because like traditionally they were known as a counterattacking team. Now they're playing more possession based and still kind of playing counterattack. They're trying to like, do kind of both, in my opinion. So yeah, I just think for Uruguay, man, it's a huge man. The Argentina, man, world champions, man. They're the best team in the world, and they still are, in my opinion. And I just think Argentina is amazing, man. What is there to say?
I hold France slightly about them if we're only going on the current form.
Okay.
And also keep in mind they did lose at home to Uruguay just now, but it was just one game to be fair. But yeah, Argentina are, along with Uruguay, definitely the best in South America now.
Yeah. Argentina's been amazing, man.
Hello.
All right, sorry, my mom just came in unexpectedly, so my
No,
bad.
no problem.
Yeah. Anyways, but back to what I was saying, for Argentina, man, defensively look solid, man. Only conceding 2 goals and 6 games is actually crazy.
Yeah, it is. And they're a great team. They will definitely qualify.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, man. And Argentina, man, they're just looking amazing. And I know people are gonna say they lost to Uruguay, which was obviously bad, but I think it was just one-off game. Like I just feel like Uruguay were just really good that day. You know, I don't think Argentina were really that bad. It was just like a one-off day, in my opinion, because I watched that game. So
yeah.
All right, let's go read some of you guys' comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to UEFA, and we're an hour and 35 minutes. So we're gonna wrap this stream up very shortly. We gotta wrap this up soon. Let me read some of your guys' comments. All right. Gonna sleep. Sorry, no. All right. So happy Argentina won a Rio de Janeiro for Messi. Colo, hands down. Yeah. Hands up. Peru finally scored a goal. Too bad they still can't win. No, Brazil, they're bad with awful coach. Now, come on, respect Denise, man. I don't know why people are criticizing Denise, man. Like, keep in mind, man. Like, this is like unfamiliar. Like, he's not that. He's a good coach, man. You know. Peruvian lost to Bolivia. Chile, I'm not happy we play Argentina away next. Bolivia have been awful and still concede the same goals across 6 games. Then Gibraltar didn't want. Wow. Dang. That doesn't dig it. Man. Pookie says. Damien Perez said Peru got an old squad similar to Chile. Not a surprise, both their bottom 3. Yeah. I was looking at the Peru roster. It's really old, man. Like, I don't know why a lot of people are surprised Peru is this underwhelming. Peru might not qualify for 2026 World Cup. Yeah, I don't think they are.
They 100% won't. It's they're definitely the worst in South America.
Chile will finish. Mastriano says Chile will finish above Paraguay 100%. I agree they'll finish above, but I don't know about 100%. I think 100% is a really big stretch.
I think Sebastian is holding him at gunpoint.
Oh man. Our squad is not old. People need to stop saying that. And majority of the players are old, man. Come on.
It's not old. It's just bad.
I'm pretty sure most of the players are still old. So, yeah. Rank talks well. Say, you sure, Mats? Even Briss. Ecuador versus Chile was a really good game from what I saw in the last 25 minutes. We will get 7th or 6th. Sebastian says. I agree with that. Happy 7 games says by 80. All right, see you. I feel bad for Paraguay. Sebastian, NTF versus Rank talks ball in the debate show for UEFA versus Conmebol debate. Ooh, would you be down for that?
Sure, why not?
We gotta do that sometime, man. We gotta do that sometime. Context: 5 of those 8 goals scored by Brazil were against Bolivia at home. I think Brazil scored 4 though against Bolivia, not 5.
No, it was 5-1.
Oh, sorry, it was 5-1. Oh, they can. I was thinking about the goal difference then. Yeah, I was thinking about goal difference. My bad. Rank, I said 100%. So yes, it was the first over home loss in qualifiers and ever, and it was us. It was also the first loss against Colombian qualifiers, and the first time they lose 3 games in a row. Man, they just keep bringing the wrong records. Sebastian said Brazil's washed without Neymar. Yeah, you know, honestly, I might have to respect Neymar more because this Brazil team is so mid without him. Like, I didn't realize how bad they are without him. Ranked Brazil didn't know how to play that game. They only fouled all game. They created some chances. There were some good shots. Like Martinelli had some good efforts. Like yes, they did foul. Like, it was a very aggressive game in that sense. Like, it was a tough game to watch. Like, there were so many fouls. You know, it almost felt like I was watching like a WWE in some ways. But yeah, I mean, Brazil did. They weren't like, they created some like decent chances, like the 10 or 15 minutes, maybe you can say. But yeah, Darius Sale Petru says Brazil needs to sack the coach now. Sebastian's like, Arsenal players need to stop being played for the national team. Come on, man. Not all Arsenal players are that bad. Rank Charles Ball said tactical match TV posted tweet say already were classless and 11 dogs, so shameless. Yeah, that's not really true. I think both teams were aggressive, man. Both teams were aggressive with fouls. Brazil needed a new coach, Ancelotti, next year. I don't really know if Ancelotti's a solution. This is Brazil's worst depth this century, maybe never. They winning no World Cup with France and England in it. If that was England, Brazil would be 7-1 down. I don't know about that. I'm glad we lost to Uruguay. Now we don't become complacent too. We need to keep ourselves down to earth. Ranks will say, I just hope Scaloni stays. Is all I'm hoping for now. Oh yeah, did you? I forgot about that. I forgot. Thank you for mentioning that, Rank. I completely forgot. Seb, I don't know if you heard this. I heard that Scaloni might step down. There was
Why
like a
though?
Twitter post.
I mean, does he feel like he has won everything already? Or why? Why?
Yeah, I think he's one. Like I think like I was reading the last night, and like he's like done everything he can as a manager and stuff like that. So maybe that's my understanding.
God, I hate when players and coaches do that. Come on, just keep doing what you're doing until you suck at it. Then you can retire.
And my thing is that if you're gonna resign, why don't you just do it right after the World Cup? Like, why do it now? It just feels odd, doesn't it?
Yeah, the timing is off.
Yeah, we're glad RJ won 1-0 over awful Brazil. Ranks Scaloni is staying. It's fine. I don't see him leaving. Brazil is actually exactly a new Barcelona international. No comment, man. No comment. Exactly. Brazil went from Cafu, Roberto Carlos to Dani Alves, Marcelo to Carlos Augusto to Emerson. Oh man, that downfall is actually sad. Actually, to be fair though, I don't think Marcelo was really that great for Brazil in general. I don't think it was that great, but I understand what you mean, Rank. Like the downfall is just sad. Brazil should qualify 99%. If this was the old qualifiers, Brazil will be out as it stands. Brazil should qualify 98%. I give Brazil 90% chance to qualify from now, which is usually low for them. Okay, what if they lose next 3 points? Will that point stand? They'll qualify. Their next game is Ecuador at home. So Brazil, I like I said, I don't think Brazil will. I think Brazil will bounce back, guys. So, yeah, get Aisha speed as Brazil manager. He can speak Portuguese. That would be a very bad idea. And I don't even think he want to. I don't think he will want to coach Brazil. I think he would rather coach Portugal if Aisha speed was given the option. So. It'd be good to see Sebastian NTF and Rank debate on the debate show one day soon. Yeah. Or 7 versus 7 in debate show. That'd be fun. Yeah, we'll have the two Sebastians debate against each other. That could be interesting.
Would it really be fun to watch something so one-sided?
Oh, man. Whoa. That was very respectful, man. That was very respectful. Boogie says low. Ecuador so underrated. Darius Salpetru says, any topics if that was to happen? I can't think of anything right now at the moment, Matt. Maybe later. Ecuador amazing defensively, but the attack needs to improve. Maybe Kendry will be that answer in the future. I love Ecuador. Hopefully, Ecuador will be the underdogs of the Copa America. As I said, Ecuador versus Chile in the last 25 minutes was really good. It was even end-to-end at times. Chile made Ecuador have to work defensively, too. Rank Joswell said Ecuador's midfield is 10 times better than Paraguay. Ecuador is also very physical. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like, Ecuador's midfield is really solid. I like their midfield. Venezuela qualified to the World Cup for the first time ever. I agree. Venezuela are going to cut it very close on man. Their only easy games remaining for them are Bolivia and Peru at home. I think they'll get 6 or 7. So Taldo's a baller. Michael with Venezuela 10th prediction plus Paraguay at 6th. Colombia look about the same as they did last qualifiers for me, but the difference is now they can close out games. Now that I agree with. I agree with that, Rank. I think Colombia can now finish off games. See out the games. Darwin is cooking. Boogie says Uruguay have been the team of the international break. Uruguay have been by far the best attack, and their gegenpressing for Bielsa is doing wonders for them. Glad to see my boy Darwin doing well. Good. Diaz is on fire. Darwin has finally learned how to score big chances. In fact, he still misses some low. Best team in the world. Vamos Argentina. Sebastian says France is the best team in the world. Well, I still think Argentina is, but you can definitely say I think we can all agree France is the best European team. I think we can all agree with that. And they're definitely like second, if not first. Hopefully Scaloni stays so we could get back to the back in Copa America. RG will qualify 100%. Welcome, War said, what's good? I knew from 7-1 that Brazil will wash with that knee. Low. Can't wait to beat Argentina in September, Sebastian says. Hold on. Relax there. We'll see, man. We'll see. Scaloni said he needs to think that the bar is too high. Argentina needs managers that can take it. Scaloni bar sends Jawi to Argentina. That will not happen. Marcelo is good for them. Don't trip 80. Low. Hold on. How can you just say no, Sebastian? That's his crazy Sebastian name. Low. Well, Pookie, I'm just saying is that Marcelo was part of that thrashing that Germany did, and yeah, a lot. I heard some people say that, and I got a Brazilian friend that. Let's be real though, Marcelo is better for Real Madrid than Brazil. We're Uruguay is ranked ideal team to lose, if anyone. All right. Anyways, I think we discussed enough about Conmebol. I think it's time we move on to your favorite confederation.
Yeah, and everyone's favorite confederation, of course, UEFA. It's not. Yeah, it's a really good organization. That doesn't have a history of corruption or anything. It's just all good, innocent fun for the whole family.
All right. All right. So Group A, we have here Cyprus, Georgia, Norway, Scotland, and Spain. For this one, I mean, it was obvious. We had a top two pretty straightforward. It was pretty much bound to happen. I want to hear your thoughts, though. Actually, first tell me the top two. Are you surprised that this was the top two that ended up progressing?
I thought it was a coin toss between Scotland and Norway for second place. I did ultimately predict Norway, but yeah, they've just been dreadful. Scotland were significantly better.
Yeah.
Just tragic that HITC7s released a great video about it today, about Norway's golden generation and how it's not qualifying. Yeah, it's a shame. I predicted that Norway will qualify for every major tournament since Euro 2020, and they've missed all three of them.
Wow. How big of a failure this is for Norway, would you say?
Well, it's a massive failure. To be fair, it is a hard qualifying group, but the fact that they're not even close to the runners-up spot is just bizarre.
Yeah. And my thing is that for me, the people are saying that, it's only Haaland and Odegaard. No, there are other good players on this team. It's not just those two guys. I don't know why people keep saying that.
Yeah, that's just a myth. Norway has several great players. Definitely a squad good enough for a 24-team Euro. Possibly even, I'd say even a 6-team one if they had a somewhat decent manager, but they don't.
Yeah, so and for me, I've seen a lot of people blame Haaland for this, and I don't think it's really that fair you blame Haaland. Like, I just feel like for me, the other players have to step up. You know, like obviously Haaland didn't really do as good as we probably expected him to, but he did the job he could. I think he scored against Scotland. I think he scored against Cyprus. I think he scored against. I think he scored against Georgia, right?
Yeah, he scored 6 goals, which is and I mean he was injured for one match day. I don't remember which one it was, and still scored almost half of Norway's goals. You definitely can't blame it on Haaland.
Yeah. So I just think that for me, like Odegaard deserves blame. The other players deserve blame too. Like, I don't think Odegaard's even scored a single goal in the qualifiers. He's got some assists, though. I think I checked.
Yeah, I think he has 1 goal, but I think Odegaard I think he has some assists too.
Yeah, the thing is, like, how come Odegaard's not getting criticism? How come it's just Haaland?
Yeah, I mean, it's just idiots that criticize him. They don't know the real problem. It's about the structure. I mean, they need a proper manager, and they will do well.
Yeah, I feel like the manager for me needs to step down for Norway. So yeah, moving on to Group B here, we have here, and then obviously Georgia in the playoffs. We have France and Netherlands. This group was always pretty straightforward for the top two.
Yeah, it was. It was never gonna be close. I think it was pretty funny that France beat the Netherlands home and away, but dropped points to Greece. But yeah, that's nothing crazy. Greece performed slightly better than I thought. I thought that they would be basically tied on points with Ireland, but they defeated Ireland twice, which is really solid. I think Greece were really unlucky to be in such a hard qualifying group. Otherwise, I think they would have stood a better chance to qualify directly. But I will definitely fancy them in the playoffs because they're on the rise.
Yeah. So, we all like I said, it was France and Netherlands were just they're just comfortably miles above the rest. You know, that kind of thing. So it's interesting. And obviously Greece to the playoffs. The Group C, man, this was pretty tight. This came down to the wire, man. And Italy just about scraped through. I'm not convinced with Italy, man. Not convinced with Italy.
Not at all. You feel really bad for Ukraine because they don't get to play their home matches in I mean, if they play all their home matches in Kyiv at a packed stadium, I think they would qualify directly. But nope. I mean, level on points with Italy. They should have had a penalty in the last minute. VAR should have at least looked at it, but they didn't get it. However, to be fair, they did dive a lot that game, which was frustrating to watch. So it's kind of a case of the boy who cried wolf. So in that regard, I don't sympathize with them too much. But yes, in a vacuum, they should have had a penalty.
Yeah, and also Italy also missed a lot of chances that game as well. So, it could have been complete, it could have been gone either way. But yeah, for Italy, man, they just about scraped through. England top of the group, unbeaten. England's definitely a team. In my opinion, they have one of the best squads of all the European nations right now. This squad is looking great, and England better perform in the Euros, man. So
yeah, they're a top 3 favorites. I mean, they did draw against North Macedonia, but I mean, that can happen even to good teams. I mean, we saw that France drew to Greece, though Greece are better than Macedonia, but I digress.
yeah, interesting, man. So, it's gonna be interesting, man. Interesting. And then obviously, North Macedonia, 4th place. Man, that goal difference is really bad for North Macedonia. Jeez. Kind of expected them to do more in this group, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't. They've always. I mean, they get the occasional giant killing, but they're too inconsistent to be considered a good team.
Come on, that goal difference is really bad though. They can improve upon that goal difference.
Yeah. Of course, I think they lost 7-0 to Macedonia. I think. No, 7-0 to England. I mean, they lost 7-0 to themselves.
It's crazy, man. North Macedonia almost qualified for the World Cup. Imagine they did.
Yeah, it's. I don't think they were ever really good enough for that. They were always going to lose that playoff. The only reason they qualified in 2020 was because of UEFA's absurd playoff team selection format.
Yeah. So, and Ukraine go to the playoffs, by the way. Group D.
Yeah.
Wow, this was also a pretty close group.
Yeah, it was. I did expect Turkey and Croatia to qualify, but not in that order. I thought Croatia would top it, but then I mean it looked like Croatia had it in the bag, but then things got scary. They lost at home to Turkey and then to Wales.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did sort it out when it mattered the most.
Yeah. And I kind of have to apologize for Turkey because I really predicted them to do badly in my qualifiers group originally. I think I put them 4th, which was a very bad take. So here's my apology for them, man. I am very sorry to all Turkish fans watching this. I apologize, and I thought you guys would repeat. I think I was going by what you guys did in the Euros, 2020. I think so. I have to apologize significantly because that was bad for me. So, and yeah, Wales, man, they go to the playoffs. So.
Yeah, Wales were actually robbed. It didn't ultimately matter in the end because Croatia beat Armenia, but Wales were robbed against Turkey. Wales should have had at least one, probably 2 penalties, and then Turkey was awarded a cheap penalty instead, so it finished 1-1. But yeah, it didn't matter in the end, but still.
Yeah. Well, Croatia could have topped the group though. Would Croatia have topped the group if that penalty wasn't given?
Yeah, they would have.
So that could have made a difference. Croatia could have been pot 2 then, I think, right? For the draw. So, but yeah. All right, moving on. Yeah, that was an interesting group. And then Group E, oh my word. I cannot believe Albania qualified. And you know what's actually crazy, national football? When I saw this group at first, I was like, yeah, this is a boring group. Like, Poland and Czech Republic should do it.
Yeah, I was exactly the same. I'm really happy for Albania. They did qualify in 2016, but that was because Serbian fans rioted and they were awarded a win. They did also beat Portugal away, which is of course extremely impressive, but I don't think they would have qualified in 2016 had it not been for them being awarded the win. But so yeah, it's good to see them finally get sort of to prove that they are a proper team. They don't need luck to qualify.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's true.
And I think it's hilarious. They won the group even though they drew against the Faroe Islands in the final match, which is pretty ironic.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Then for Czech Republic, man, they scraped through in second place. So shout out to them. They got the job done. They broke Moldova dreams, which I was kind of hoping that Moldova would do it, but it was always going to be an uphill task, especially away from home. So shout out to Moldova, though. They did a lot better than people expect them to, because a lot of people said they would be the whipping boys and they would get destroyed, and got 10 points this group, man.
Yeah, it was really good, especially the incredible comeback against Poland.
Yeah, and as for Poland, man, oh my jeez, this is embarrassing. To not qualify directly, that's a shame.
I don't remember. Has Fernando Santos been sacked already?
Or is he... Yeah, he's been sacked. He's been sacked. I think he was... Oh, sorry.
Never mind, go on.
I think he was sacked after they... You guys could write me in the chat if I'm wrong, but I think they sacked him after the Poland drew at home against Moldova. So, I just think for Poland, man, this is a big failure. Obviously, they're in the playoffs, so they should, in theory, qualify. But we'll have to wait and see, man, because the draw's gonna be tomorrow, I think. So, yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's a failure for Poland?
Yeah, well, it's a massive failure. Massive failure. It's a disaster, I would even say.
Yeah, and I just... Oh, sorry.
Nah, speaking of disaster, Group F is up next.
Yeah. Yeah, Poland, man. Considering they're in the World Cup, man. And I just realized Poland and Wales, they were in the World Cup, and they might not even make the Euros, which is actually crazy. Yeah. Then Group F, man. Belgium, of course, they topped the group, undefeated. Austria second, and oh my word, Sweden. That's bad. What is wrong with Sweden, man?
Yeah, I have actually made a video about the fall of Swedish football, so you should all go to my channel right now and watch, after this stream, and watch that video. But yeah. I mean, it's just a bad manager for one, players who don't get enough playing time for their clubs, so they don't perform well for the national team, an FA that won't make tough but necessary decisions. It's all just extremely frustrating. Sweden has never been worse.
Yeah, it's just embarrassing. Like, how do you I thought this group would be close. I thought you guys would be able to make it close. Like, I knew Austria and Belgium would qualify. I was pretty confident of that, but yeah, I didn't think Sweden. Oh, sorry.
Yes, so was I. And it was just, I mean, I attended the home games against Belgium and Austria, and it was just embarrassing. 3-0 Lukaku hat-trick. I mean, Swedish player, we just slipped on our own home turf, and then Austria is just a dreadful mistake that led to a deadly counterattack, a penalty, and just failure to convert chances.
Yeah, and then losing to Azerbaijan, man. Like,
don't remind me. I had almost forgotten about that. 3-0 too. It's not like 3-0 to Azerbaijan.
That's just wild, man. And and their goal difference is so bad. 2+2 goal difference. Man. It's actually crazy, guys. Estonia have the playoffs from this group. You would think it would be Sweden. You would think it would be Azerbaijan. No, it is Estonia with literally only 1 point.
We beat them 7-0 on aggregate. Yeah, Estonia won't qualify, but I mean, it's still absurd that they're even in the playoffs to begin with.
Yeah. Then running through Group G, Hungary topped the group unbeaten. They almost screwed up though right at the end, but they managed to steal through. And oh my God, Serbia. I thought they'd do better than this, and they barely did the bare minimum to qualify.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Serbia should be realistically at least a top 16 side in Europe. Have some even higher, maybe top 10 with the players they have, but they just suck as a team. They need I don't know what they just need structure, I suppose. But yeah, they did qualify, but from probably the weakest, one of the weakest qualifying groups, but only by the skin of their teeth. It does not look promising for them.
Yeah, and we'll look at the Euros real quick. I kind of show you guys an overview of the teams. We're not gonna spend too much time because we're running out of time in the stream, but we'll look at the playoffs as well. But yeah, Serbia, I think they're gonna be pot fourth to draw, and I don't have high hopes for them in the Euros. Just putting this out there, unless they get a very kind group, which I doubt they'll get a kind group, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, Serbia, man, this is at least they finally qualified to the Euros, which is good to see as an independent nation. So,
yeah, it's crazy that they've never done that before as Serbia.
yeah, Group H. This was Denmark was always going to top the group, and I'm not even that convinced with Denmark. Denmark looks kind of underwhelming, honestly, even though they topped the group.
Yeah, that was they should have been able to do it more comfortably. I mean, they're tied on points with Slovenia, but Slovenia have better goal difference. I think for Denmark, it does feel like a temporary slump. I think they will start improving, but it's still not looking promising.
Yeah, as Slovenia, man, second place, man. Shout out to them because they proved me wrong. Because a lot of people probably had Finland in second place, and Slovenia did it, man. And Sesko, man, that Sesko guy's a baller.
Yeah, he is. I really hope he goes to United, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, and then for Finland, man, they got to the playoffs. And Kazakhstan as well go to the playoffs. So Kazakhstan actually put a really competitive fight in this group because a lot of people said they would be terrible in this group, and they got 18 points, which is actually pretty commendable. Got some big ones against Denmark and Finland.
Yeah, it's really commendable, and it's what's pretty ironic about Denmark is that
All right, I think the national football had to go.
No, wait, sorry. They lost against the two weakest teams in the group, except San Marino. They lost to Kazakhstan and Northern Ireland, but not Slovenia and Finland.
Yeah, and Kazakhstan, man, they did a good job, man. They did a great job indeed. So, and let's talk about San Marino real briefly. They actually scored 3 goals, which is actually improvement. They finally scored some goals. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get some draws. And I think they're kind of steadily improving now because they haven't got blown away in the last couple of games I've seen.
I think it's too soon to say if it's a consistent improvement. And I mean, unpopular opinion, I think San Marino should be better than they are. They have an identical population to Gibraltar. Gibraltar are trash now, to be fair, but they do have a couple of competitive wins. I think they have beaten Armenia. Liechtenstein has 50,000 people. That's only slightly higher than San Marino, but Liechtenstein also has some great wins. And San Marino has also been a UEFA member for like 30 years. I think San Marino should be able to do better.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Interesting. See what happens. All right, and Group I. I'm not really convinced with Switzerland. No, I don't know what's wrong with it.
I mean, this is just an awful qualifying group. I don't even think Romania are good. It's just that Switzerland are in dire need of a managerial change.
So you think it's more on the manager than the players?
Yeah, because that has to be because I mean Switzerland are great on paper, but they just failed to perform. If they get a good manager, I think they will have a decent tournament. If Jakin is still in charge at the Euros, which would be criminal, I think Switzerland will be eliminated in the group stage.
Yeah, and obviously Israel, they got to the playoffs. And they made it kind of close in the end, and let's see if they can make it to the Euros in the playoffs. And then Belarus actually did pretty well. And Kosovo as well, they made it close, but yeah. So it was interesting, man. Interesting. And yeah, for me, man, Romania, man. Yeah, I don't think they're that amazing. But it just shows like how good. Like they went undefeated in this group. That's actually pretty interesting because I don't think a lot of people expect them to go undefeated.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't rate Romania at all, but it's gonna be interesting to see if they can prove me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, of all the group winners, they're probably the most unexpected. Yeah. All right. Group J, we have Portugal that topped the group. Perfect. 10 wins out of 10. Amazing. And Slovakia got that second place, and Luxembourg. I think they have playoffs, and Iceland have playoffs too, I think. And Bosnia have playoffs too?
I think so.
Yeah, wow. Basically everyone except Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was you really hope you're really rooting for Luxembourg to qualify directly. Would have just been such a great
Yeah.
story, but yeah, Slovakia are too good. Uh, Iceland are wash. Well, they've reverted back to their old mediocrity. Their golden generation is over, if you could call it that. But Bosnia, man, Jesus.
So bad.
I mean, I have a confession. I predicted them to finish as runners up in this group, and I also did that in 2020. But they've just always disappoint.
Yeah, it's so bad, and like their goal difference is so bad. Like, how do you finish below Iceland, man?
They lost 6-1 on aggregate to Luxembourg.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And Slovakia, man, they better perform well because this is a team that have a good team on paper and they just seemingly underperform. So, we'll see with Slovakia, and then obviously Portugal. They comfortably top this group, and let's be real, man. It was too easy. Now I still don't think Portugal. Like I think Portugal need better challenges because let's be real, this group is too easy.
Yeah, but I think that sweeping a group is never to be ignored completely. But yeah, you're.
Yeah. All right, so let's go look at the playoffs real quick, and then we got to round the stream up soon. It's been too long, too exhausted.
It's been.
So let me go. Yeah, let's go look at the pots real quick. So this is the pots. That's actually for the qualifiers. Where's the actual Euros itself? Actually, let's look at the playoffs first. Actually, so let's see. Where's the playoffs? Yeah, so this is the playoffs right here, guys. So League A, we have Poland versus Estonia. That's gonna be a confirmed matchup, and then Wales will be playing against either. I think it's against either Ukraine, Finland, or Iceland. And then we'll also have a. Oh, sorry.
The only team I would fancy Wales against Iceland. Against Finland, it's a you know what? I think I would fancy them against Iceland, against Finland or Ukraine because of Wales's home advantage. It's a toss-up.
Yeah, the home advantage is key, man. Home advantage is key, and then we'll also find out tomorrow where's the final going to be hosted.
Yeah,
We'll also find that out tomorrow. I'll probably do a video reaction tomorrow. Probably not do a live stream since we're doing it live today, but maybe I'll do a draw reaction tomorrow or something. So yeah, Poland and Estonia, so it'll be interesting. And then Israel will go against the fourth best ranked team, so they'll be playing against either one of the either Finland or Ukraine or Iceland, I think, right? One of the two of those will go there. So, and then Bosnia as well. So, it's interesting. So actually, yeah, and then we'll also find out tomorrow. And then Pat C, man, the Pat C is already confirmed. We have Georgia versus Luxembourg, Greece versus Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I hope that Greece qualify, because I don't want these minnows to be rewarded because of UEFA's idiotic team selection format. To be fair, Kazakhstan has become pretty solid. Georgia are all right as well, but I mean, just look at how different. It's unfair that the playoff paths are not equally competitive. So I think Greece are quite comfortably the best team in Path C. So I hope Greece qualify.
Yeah, and my thing is that I just don't like the one-legged thing. I just don't think it's fair. Like do 2 legs or like do a neutral venue. I don't think it's really fair.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
You know, but it is what it is. We can't do anything about it. So, and of course the playoffs will take place in March. So do we have let's go back to up here, because I don't really want to speak too much about the playoffs since we don't really have a lot of details.
By the way, everyone, be sure to subscribe for my playoff predictions. I will release them in March.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
You have something to look forward to.
All right, so this is the pots, guys, right here, guys. So this is how pot one's gonna look like. We have Germany, Portugal, France, Spain, Belgium, England. Okay, that's a pretty top-heavy pot one. Then pot 2, we have Hungary, Turkey, Romania, Denmark, Albania, Austria. And then pot 3, Netherlands, Scotland, Croatia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Czech Republic. And then pot 4, we have Italy, Serbia, Switzerland. And pot 4 is actually interesting. I'd say, of course, the playoff winners.
I like this pot distribution. I think all pots have strong teams. You could bizarrely make the case that pot 3 is actually stronger than pot 2, which is fascinating.
Yeah. Which should make a good draw, guys. So, of course, we'll do a live draw reaction on the day of the draw. Well, probably after the draw, actually, which is, I think, December 2nd at 18 o'clock Central European time, which I think is like, is that 12 o'clock? I think that's 12 o'clock, right? For me, 12 p.m., I think.
Yeah, it is. It's
Okay.
it's 6 for me, so it's 12. It's noon for you.
Okay. So that'll be good to see. So, yeah, like the draw looks pretty competitive, man, and we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have some group of deaths, man. Like, imagine we get a group like, okay, let's try to think of one group of death that could be interesting. Just one, and then we'll look at the comments and round off.
France, Hungary, Netherlands, and Italy. That would be insane.
Oh wow, that would be a crazy group. I'm trying to think of one for Germany. So Germany, and then maybe Turkey, Netherlands.
No group with Germany can be a group of death.
That's true, to be fair, but
Germany is the weakest team in pot 1.
Yeah, that's probably true, to be fair.
I think even Belgium are better.
Yeah, and you guys probably wonder how do they distribute the points? Well, it's basically by how you do in the qualifiers, right? And so whichever team, all the group winners got ranked a higher pot, and the group runners up got ranked in a lower pot. So that's why Turkey's above Croatia, because Turkey finished above Croatia.
Yeah, and it's also why that that fact that Wales were robbed against Turkey might have a big impact on the draw for Croatia.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's go read some of your guys' comments. Then we're gonna round off here because I'm getting pretty exhausted, man. Pretty exhausted. Let's go read some of your guys' comments. Where are we? I'm probably not gonna read all the comments since we need to wrap this up soon. So, just be aware, guys. But I'll try to read most. Where are we? Marcelo is not that good, to be honest. Good joke, Seb. What I mean for Brazil. Yeah, I don't think he's really not amazing for Brazil. Glory to Europe, yes. Yay, time for Cameroon. No, yay, time for no corruption. I got prediction right for Group A. Marcelo's left back. You can stop that 7-1. Clapping on his own. Yeah, I guess that's true. I still think Marcelo's been way better for Real Madrid than Brazil, though. Beates over Holland, hold that Norway. So I'll be Scotland qualify over Poland. I smell 0 points with Scotland in the Euros. Such an overrated team and nation. Hey, come on, respect Scotland, man. Respect Scotland. They did really well in that group, man. Remember, they were leading the group for most of the group, man. Remember, until I think Spain beat them. Hopefully, Scotland do very well next year. No, overrated. Scotland's just better than Norway. Come on, mother Scotland. Rank tells about UEFA needs to rethink how the playoffs will work in the future. No way it's throwing just a playoff spot for beating San Marino and Malta. The reason the playoffs, I think, were determined by the Nations League. That's why. So, but yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, how do you get a playoff spot for just beating San Marino and Malta? Not Holland's fault, Matt's channel says. Estonia will face Polska and March 2024. Rank talks about Rank Sebastian says, "Oh please, Estonia used to be good. Estonia used to be good enough to beat Azerbaijan. I got a prediction right for Group B. Not straightforward, lol. I love that blue. If not for that late penalty for the Dutch against Greece, I still think Netherlands would have qualified even though that penalty wasn't given. But yeah, I mean, Netherlands, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really that confident in Netherlands to Euros. They don't really look that great, even though they qualified in that group. How many points they finished above Greece? I think it was like.
Yeah, I mean the Netherlands would have still qualified even if that penalty was awarded and converted.
Yeah. So, Seth spoke about Norway fans last night. Come on, France, and Bobby brings the Euros and UCL same year. Sebastian, man, I don't know why you're supporting France. Jerry Salvatore says, hopefully Greece finally qualify for the playoffs. France also miles above the rest, not the Dutch. Okay, that's probably true. I think I was being harsh. But yeah, France is definitely above the rest. Like, the Dutch didn't really do it that great. Ukraine robbed. Fudge UEFA sucking in Italy. It's actually interesting. I think Sheffrin actually said after the game that it would be a disaster, but Italy didn't qualify for the Euros. He said that, I think. So, I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff, so I'll leave it there. But yeah, and that group, Pookie says. Jerry Selpachus said, I got a prediction right for Group C. Match like England have performed really well this qualification, but slow end. Pookie, it's because of the way Bro went down low. So glad Italy qualified. I just learned from this. Kvaratskhelia is suspended for the playoffs versus Luxembourg. Oh, yeah, that's a big miss. That's a huge miss. I'm the same boat, Sebastian, on the diving and boy who cried wolf rank. Georgia is beating Luxembourg anyway, so like VAR. We'll see. England makes the semifinals of the final with Bellingham. To back up your point, Sweden beat Netherlands in the Euro 2012 qualifiers after they won all their games before the end. Darius L. Petru says, but I want Southgate out. Please new England manager next year. Croatia got their act together, Mass Channel says. I got prediction wrong for Group D. Darius L. Petru says, I knew top twos between Turkey and Croatia. Direct also said, Nicolo will probably hate me, but let's go Albania. Well, Nicolo's not here in the chat, so you can, there's nothing to say with that. Wales got robbed. Darius L. Petru says, let's go Albania. Low rank. Wales will not qualify. Just because Ukraine and Wales could have had penalty doesn't mean they would have scored them. That is true. That is true.
But I mean, penalties have a 75% conversion rate. I mean, of course, a penalty not being awarded has a big impact on the game.
Yeah.
Especially,
I got prediction wrong.
Especially since Turkey should not have gotten a penalty either. I mean, well, yeah, that too.
So, I got prediction wrong for Group B. I need to look back at my predictions video, man. I haven't rewatched yet. I need to rewatch that video. Right, so to be here, I did say Poland, Albania, so I'm really proud. So happy Albania qualified Slovenia. Yeah, so out of Slovenia, man. He's done a fantastic job. He's a Brazilian coach, I think. So that's actually impressive. Albania actually looked really fun to watch. I might have 0 out of 5 correctly predicted Group E. Shikapira, Adala. Polska might qualify with Pro Bs. Well done, Albania, Moldova to an extent. Puka says, yep. Oh yeah, I was also sad Kazakhstan didn't do it. They Slovenia scored that late goal to end their hopes. But remember, Kazakhstan needed to beat Slovenia, I think, to qualify. But he said, yep. As Romania, I feel sad for Moldova didn't qualify. It's a disgrace, Sebastian says. I got pressure right for Group F. 2 words, Jan Andersen. Ranked to us was a great plug, National League football. This nation is making me angry. Viva la Belgique. Be. FA is dumb as fudge. It's like the Sweden coach Anderson. Well, I think Anderson has left, right?
Well, his he played his last game against Estonia, but he wasn't fired. It was because his contract ran out.
And they just decided to imagine they had tried to renew the contract.
I would have stormed. I would have become a terrorist probably and attacked the FA HQ.
Whoa. Okay, let's.
Okay. In case a CIA agent is watching this, I was joking.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, anyways, let's move on. Here's something to say. I want a new Sweden coach. Yeah. So who's gonna be? Is gonna be an interim coach right now? You guys gonna have, or are you gonna look for a full time coach? Is there already a coach in mind?
We're looking for a full time, immediate, straight away.
Right.
Graham Potter has said no already, unfortunately.
Dang, Graham Potter would have been good.
It's
probably young understanding.
It's probably gonna be a coach from the domestic league.
Maybe Zlatan should be the coach.
I mean, sure. Why not? Just play like a 2-4-5 formation and just go all out offense. Come on, attack.
I'm joking around, by the way. I'm joking around, bud. I mean, that'd be kind of interesting to see. I don't think Zlatan's probably interested in management anyway. So, Sebastian say, Jan Andersen. Rank Toswell says, people need to apologize to Big Rom. Yeah, Rom showed up, man. He showed up in the qualifiers. Let's see what he does in the Euros, man, because that's going to be the real test, especially in the knockout games. It's because you were there in the matches. That's why we lost to Belgium, Austria. If I was there, I would bring the W. Luck. I don't think that really makes sense. How could one person just change the outcome of a match? Anyways, Lukaku got 14 goals. Good for him. He's my favorite Belgian player. Azerbaijan won 1 Slovenia defeat away from getting to the playoffs. It's only in playoffs because of Nations League results. Yeah, we know. Pookie says Sterling going to beat Poland. Dude, if Estonia beats Poland,
Oh my god. That would have been hilarious if Azerbaijan advanced to the playoffs too. Literally every team in the group advances except Sweden. It's like sandwiched in the middle.
yeah, that maybe you should be glad that didn't happen because that would look even worse for Sweden. Well, to be fair, it's already bad, but like it would have been worse, you know. Boogie says, "So I'm gonna beat Poland, dude." If that happens, Lewandowski, you might have to hang up the boots if that happens. I got a prediction right for Group G. Belgium are going to be good at the Euros, even if they didn't get the semifinals. I reckon Slovenia might go for like a quarters, even semifinal. I think that's a big of a stretch. I don't think they can make the semis. Is quarters realistic? National League football.
No, it's not. Their ceiling is round of 16.
Yeah, I think I would agree. Hungary and Serbia are disappointing to an extent. So glad my neighbors in my country, Romania, Hungary, Serbia to qualify. Congrats. I got prediction wrong for Group H. San Marino 3 goals the last 2 games. They are getting promoted for League C and UEFA Nations League word by words. Rick, are you trying to imitate? Are you trying to be like Kai White, or are you actually being genuine there?
Wait, Rank wrote that. I thought it was Kai.
I think Rank's trying to imitate Kai White.
I mean, it's become a meme at this point. I've done it too.
Slovenia finally qualified Euros after 24 years. Samuel, let's go. Much love to Slovenia, massive. So guys, let's go. All Block will qualify for the first international. Oh yeah, I forgot about All Block. All Block will finally play his first international tournament. That's a great achievement.
Does Handanovic still play? He's Slovenian, right?
Handanovic, I think, was there for the 2016 Euros. So, yeah, I think Handanovic retired.
But Slovenia didn't even qualify in 2016.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
When was the last time they qualified for the Euros?
2000.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for correcting me. I thought they played 2016 for some reason. Pookie said, Finland, bro. Pookie, bro. Dang. Arma, Serbia. Arma, Slovenia. Samuel will win a game in 2024. We'll see about that. Samuel also has a benefit Italian duo nationals. Harja Mesering. Yes, my country, Romania, go all 5 to Euro 2024. Israel, hold that. Okay, I don't want to get political here. Thank you, Eddie. Erdisco. Germany, here we come. Romania just got lucky. They'll be smashing Euros. Hey, respect Romania, man. Respect Romania. Masha says Switzerland flopped since the first 8 games. They should have walked that group. I agree, man. Switzerland should have topped that group comfortably. How Romania. Good to see Romania doing well again. Hopefully they make the World Cup so we can get revenge on them. Oh, yeah, that's true. Argentina lost to them. So, I'm so proud for my country. JSL, I got prediction wrong for Group I. I was predicting Romania second, but no one predicted Romania first. Ronaldo win the Euros. Ronaldo see. Well, he already won the Euros, man. He won't win. I'm pretty sure Portugal won't win the Euros again. Do you agree, Kai White? I'm not Kai White. Sorry. Do you agree, Seth?
That's probably. I've never felt so offended in my entire life. Being
my bad. My bad. I didn't mean to.
I mean, I think Portugal are a top 3 favorite, so I mean they can definitely win the Euros. They're certainly better now than when they were in 2016.
Yeah, that is true. So, I got prediction wrong for Group J. Bosnia, bro. Yeah, Bosnia was terrible, man. The manager has to go. Apparently, the Swiss FA will review his performance post the qualifiers. As Seb says, Switzerland can do more with these players. See, new Bosnia will flop. Even with a favorable draw, this is a scary good performance by Portugal. Let's see Bobby Martinez can avoid crashing this generation. Portugal bosses agree with that. See, Sebastian said, Luxembourg second, Slovakia third.
You're saying it wrong.
Wait, which part I'm saying wrong? So. All right. Darius Elbutcher said 10 wins, no losses. Kai is shaking somewhere. Knowing that Luxembourg may not make it. Oh, man. France and Portugal win the Euros. They also Portugal said. We'll see, man. We'll see. Cookie says low. Portugal is winning the Euros. Hold that AD. I'm pretty sure they won't win the Euros. I'm almost confident. We'll see though. They can prove me wrong big time. Mashal says Kai White loves to pick up Luxembourg. The Euro is Tajikistan.
Why does he care about Tajikistan? There's no links to that country at all. It doesn't make any sense.
Does he have any links to Luxembourg?
No, but at least Luxembourg is on the same continent.
Yeah, that's true. Rip Bosnia. If Estonia wins. Poland versus Estonia, Wales versus Ukraine. Well, Wales versus Ukraine isn't guaranteed yet. We'll see tomorrow. Pookie said, come on, Pookie. Israel versus Iceland and Bosnia versus Finland. Kai has already told me he hopes Wales to get blown out of the playoffs. He's watched for those unaware.
And if Wales qualify, he will say that they will win their group.
He will say that. I'm pretty sure, actually. You're right. I think he said that for the World Cup, right?
Yeah, he did.
Matt Channel said Ukraine, Greece should get there. Georgia versus Luxembourg, Greece versus Kazakhstan. Greece had 2 years. Boogie says, hopefully Poland, Israel, Greece qualify to the Euro 2024. Greece will make it. Greece at Euro 2024. I'll be there. Yes, after they qualify Euro 2024, 2014 World Cup. I'll also make realize playoff predictions.
Greece qualified for Euro 1980 as well.
Yeah. Same way subbed to me for my prediction in March. Pot 2 actually looking like the weakest pot. Yeah, that's actually crazy, man. That's actually wild.
Yeah, especially because Hungary and Denmark are in pretty bad form.
Israel qualified for the Euros for the first time. I think it's happening. They got lucky because of Nations League results. All right, we'll see. Scotland worst time in the Euros. There will be groups of death. Why is Italy in pot 4 be for real, man? Low? It's because they didn't really. It's because they got 14 points, right? And 14 points was pretty low.
Yeah, Italy, they don't deserve to be higher. Them being in pot 4 is fair. They really aren't better than that.
Yeah, and I think Czech Republic got 15 points. So, and they came second place. So, yeah. Group A: Germany, Slovakia, Switzerland, Albania. Group B: Spain, Netherlands, Denmark, Israel, and the Albania, Swiss, Serbia. Dude, that would be a crazy group if that happens.
Is Albania and Serbia still a prohibited clash, or can they be drawn in the same group?
I have no idea. It doesn't say here.
Interesting.
I have a feeling UEFA will probably prohibit that. If I had to make a guess. Group C: France, Serbia, Austria, Czech Republic. Group D: England, Romania, Poland, Slovenia. Group E: Belgium, Turkey, Italy, Croatia. Group F: Portugal, Greece, Hungary, Scotland. Yes, he was better for Madrid. Ukraine. First time ever since 2000. So long stream. Whoa. Okay. All right, Jimmy, the Leonard Hogamo. Lukaku, bigger legacy than Pele. Oh, you only need world-class goalkeeper, good striker. You're set. Oh, Black Sesko can hear them. 80. Well, that's a violation. I made a mistake, man. I didn't mean to, okay? Jeez. Pookie over Pookie. I don't remember that one. Maybe. I might go to Euros. With Matt's supporting England's coming home. What the heck?
I thought you supported France.
Yeah, Sebastian, choose one nation. Choose one.
He's gonna stand there with a split jersey, not one of those split scarves. He has like one half of his jersey is France and the other is England.
Oh man, that's what some people are saying. Just be clear. I don't think Serbia versus Albania was ever a prohibited clash. There's always been a Serbia and Kosovo. I see. All right. Anyways, I think we're gonna round up here, man. I am exhausted. I've spoken too much. Do you think it's a good time to stop the stream?
Yeah, I can't really say no to that. I say I'm gonna sleep, but I mean, let's face it, I'm gonna probably stay up to like 3 a.m. But yeah, let's say I have to sleep.
Yeah, I definitely need to rest my voice, that's for sure. And I gotta eat lunch. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I need to probably eat. So anyways, we're gonna round up here, guys. So thank you guys for watching this stream, this big stream. So if you made it this far, please let me know in the comments, and also let me know in the chat who stayed all the way for around 2 hours and 30 minutes. We basically played an entire football match.
And who subscribed to my channel and the 80s channel? You should all do that right now, of course.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels, man. That would be greatly appreciated. In fact, actually, before I end up the stream, I actually want to put National League Football's channel in the description because I'll probably forget after the stream. So,
wow, thanks. Cool. You're a real G.
Yeah. So our next stream is going to be the debate show on Friday for the top 10 best comebacks. And that'll be an interesting stream. It won't be as long as this. Don't worry, guys. It'll be an hour long. So this one is a big one because, of course, remember, we're talking about all of international football. And this was a pretty jam-packed one. A lot of international football went down this month.
It was a great session.
Yeah, and I think our next stream will be the next international break is in March. So that's gonna be big.
Hopefully, I will have found a job by then. I have a job interview on Monday.
Best of luck, man. Best of luck.
Yeah, you can tell I'm tired because I'm just talking about unrelated stuff.
Yeah. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.